as salacious. What's up, Naomi? How y'all doing today? Because I was shocked. I'm not gonna hold you. When I was sent the song, and I was told about the dancing, because I have yet to see the video. I'm not gonna hold you. I chose not to look at the video in none of its context. Oh, I'm fine. Because they've been dragging me, girl. Not only you came to check on me. I heard people was doing recaps. I think it's interesting, if you're going to do a recap on me, you shouldn't have me blocked. Because how did you see my content? How did you see my content? How did you see my content? How did you see my content if I'm blocked? If I'm blocked, how did you see my content? Can you really do a recap on what I was discussing in its fullness? What's up, Diamond? In its fullness, when you have me blocked? Help me understand that. If you got me blocked, why are you watching my content anyway? I don't know. I don't watch yours. I don't watch yours. I just feel like if you got me blocked, then you shouldn't have access to my content because you got me blocked. And that's what I'm talking about. I don't know what was said, but if you got me blocked, you shouldn't really be watching. You can't really do a cat recap unless you understand all that was going on in the midst of that, right? But you got me blocked. I think it's weird that you are recapping my content while having me blocked. And that's why I always think it's weird.
And we're back.
When a group of women get together and attack one person because they're biased. I think that's always interesting. Who said anything about nosy?
This motherfucking year, bitch. I already talk my shit a minute. Like, what the fuck these bitches really think they talking to? Like, bitches, who fucking dumb? Classy in a cunt. Black money getting spun. Like what? Like a coach bag.
This is what you want.
If I ask for it, I wanna hear it yes. Bitch said she wanna be my up.
God bless.
I ain't got dressed. Any out that I took.
Come after YSO.
Baby, here we go again. Bitch, real fat, but you gotta double check.
And somehow they link up and they become friends like Al. Bitch, pipe down.
Oh, yeah, imitating my style. Bad bitch, red lips, let me show you. White toes, eating yellow tail, I don't know. Keep a hater obsessed in my comments, having a dick sucking contest.
Huh.
I'm pressure.
You're blessed.
Y'all don't get a dress, ass getting out dressed up. Listen up when I'm hopping out the beat. Red wig hanging down to my knees. It's your birthday, but they talking about me. Right back, take a picture, say cheese.
Hey, cheese.
Slow you wide. Got your first girl, bitch, like you style. Everything you gotta have five years before. I put it on the ground for you to hit the store. Look. Classy in a hunt. Black tech money getting spun. Like what? Like a coach bag, baby.
This is what you want.
If I ask for it, I wanna hear it yes. Bitch said she wanna be my up.
God bless.
I ain't got dressed. Any out that I took.
Come at the YS.
I know y'all bitches be horsey.
Hey.
Look at this, girl, it's really exhausting. Diamonds here, stone cold, deep roasted. Just got my laser, pussy smooth like a dolphin. Top notch, bitch, got the most, nonetheless, sir. Bitches look big like third trimester. Every time I post these bitches get stressed, sir. Y'all be putting on shit, I'll never. Bitches be heading on the low. I beep it. If I say anything you mean, I mean it. I ain't never lost no nigga, I need it. I'm rich, I ain't getting in a pool that's not heated. Big ass, yeah, and I'm having sex on it.
wasn't what you want.
All I wanna hear is yes. Bitch said she wanna be my outfit.
God bless.
I ain't even got trust. Any out that I took.
Come after YS.
So mad.
Let me say something. I'm never mad because you don't agree with me. I actually like to have different opinions about things. I get annoyed when people make up lies. I get annoyed. Why everybody saying nosy? I ain't say nosy. I'm never mad when you disagree. I'm never mad when you have an opinion. I think you're a weak ass bitch when you start just agreeing with people because you're scared to be on the opposing side because you want to be liked. I think it's weird. I would respect you more if you stood 10 toes down on your 10 toes and not somebody else's 10 toes. I've never been a chick that needed to be liked by everybody. Because I learned a long time ago that if you need to be liked by everybody, you ain't nothing special. If everybody's showing up and showing out for you, you ain't nothing special. You got to have, or you just an agreeable ass bitch. You're called nice. And nice means agreeable. I've never been agreeable. I have my own thoughts, my own takes, and I don't care if you agree, or you agree, or you agree, and I don't care how large your platform is. My voice still will resonate. You feel me? So I don't respect people who just jumps on the bandwagon. I don't like bandwagon ass bitches. I don't like them. I ain't never been that. I don't do bandwagon. But I am happy to see, can I ask what that line represents? I'm not ready to share that yet. I will say this. I am excited to see that I was in a lot of lives today, just hearing their take on things. And I was excited to see that people were actually having real-time conversations about what I already discussed. So I was happy to see that because I feel like a shift is happening. It's called boundary side of TikTok. It's called healthy side of TikTok. It's called critical thinking side of TikTok. It's called actively listening side of TikTok. I rebuke messy side of TikTok. Because now people are saying and asking a big old question. What the fuck? What the hell was this little girl doing up at 12 o'clock in the morning dancing to that fucking song? I'm going to ask that question. I didn't see it. I didn't see her dancing. But somebody actually sent me the song. I'm a different person. But let me tell you this. This app is not for little tiny kids. I'll play the song. And we should be able to have this conversation. Because this is the danger that you face if you get up on the internet and you put your child up here. Is that people will essentially record your child. They will essentially record your child. I'm even going to discuss her parenting style. Her and my parenting style is very different. I am going to be honest about that. But I'm not going to hammer down on her parenting style. Because everybody has their own boundaries and what they would set for their kids. But I want to say that, we have to be responsible for what we put out in the universe. And so, and to address an adult the mama beef with, that's fair. We as adults have to be cautious with our precious jewels and not have them on the internet dancing, probably even singing at this point. But from what is described and what Bella was describing, the daughter was doing a dance that seemed like she was gyrating. I heard people going back and forth saying it's a Floridian thing, that Floridians dance like that. I don't know much about Florida, but I know from what is described to me as being, I don't allow minds to dance like that. So is that a Floridian thing that they dance to? Let me hold on. I just want to know what it is, because I'm very confused. Some people was like, that's a Floridian thing. It's my internet. Disrespectful children grow up to be disrespectful adults. That part. Alexa off. Hey, Kathy. This is what Bella was saying. Okay, so I'm playing the recording in which Bella was describing what she was talking about, because I think that it's fair to hear both sides of the story, and I'm just gonna be fair. But also I want to apologize to Bella, because she came up in my space as a safe haven, and I didn't realize at the time that perhaps I should have just let her speak, and then after she said all she can say, then let others speak. Because I understand how it feels to be dogpiled on, or feel like too many people are coming at you and you just can't protect yourself. And so I didn't think of that yesterday, but then after I got off the line, offline, Source was like, you didn't handle that correct. And so I'm like, Source, I wanted it to be fair. I don't want to look like I'm taking one side off the other. And so I didn't think of that, but I had to put myself in. So what Source explained to me is that it's like an abused woman, an abused person, and their abusers show up, and then they are stunned. You see them, they're not touching you, but you still get that same anxious response. So I have to be more mindful, even though, what's up? What's up? How you doing? How you doing? I have to be mindful of that when we are in these type of, environments. Because, yes. And so I didn't think of that at first, because I you know what it is too? And I did to Bella what a lot of people do to her. I feel like she's so preserved and so strong that she can handle herself. But I also know I should have known better, that even if you're the strongest person, iron does wear thin. And when you have an entire group of people, not just one, not two, not three, not four, not five, it is extremely hard to keep your head up. So I should have thought that through. I didn't. I was thinking, and I was like, damn, that's not right, Ray. I should have let her be able to say what she needed to say, respond. And because I was curious at what she meant, but somebody sent me this. So is it the way the child was dancing, or just the child dancing to the song was the issue? Well, I'm about to share that with you, Coop, and then you could determine your thoughts. I would like to hear. I like people to get up in the box. Has she talked to the woman whose child she recorded? I don't know that if she talked to them. I don't know. It doesn't seem like it though. So I'm going to play it now. Let's listen. So if you listen carefully, Bella wasn't saying that it was about the child shaking her ass. It was about the women around her shaking their asses around her. And she thought it was interesting because they were talking about what she had done on the internet and where were her kids when she was doing it. So they made it a point to say, well, when you was masturbating on when you was doing your thing on the internet, where were your kids while you was doing it? And so Bella felt like my kids was nowhere to be found. I was doing what I do on the internet and my kids was not there. Right? But you right now in real time is on the internet gyrating. Y'all grown ass women are up on the internet gyrating at 12 o'clock in the morning with a 7-year-old to this song. And that's what she said that they were having a discussion about. So I just wanted to clear that part up. Because sometimes we misunderstand stuff. And I wasn't sure what the issue was because it's been so many. Listen, everybody got a tape. But comparing incident exposure to dancing is wild. What you mean? Break that down to me, Cream. What incident exposure? Oh, you saying to compare her doing what she did on the internet to them dancing around her is a wild comparison? Yes, I did hear the little girl address Trina in the live. And so my thing is, incident. Oh, indecent. Did I misread that, Cream? Oh, indecent exposure. Thank you. That's what was talked about earlier, but the child shouldn't be used to prove a point. I agree, but I just wanted to clear up what was her take. It wasn't specifically about the child. It was about what they were doing around the child that she thought was indecent. I guess it's how the child was dancing is the issue. Well, it sounds like that's not even her issue. It sounds like she's saying that her issue was them dancing indecently in front of the child was her issue and how they questioned her parenting. Well, if you want to go see the video, you won't be seeing the video here, darling, because I won't be playing that video. I haven't even seen the video myself. Somebody was playing it earlier in they live, and I was listening to the song. Throw the ass in a circle. Let me see this shit. Let me hear this song. Let me hear it. Hey, tap that screen. Hey, throw that ass in a circle. Hey, shit. Okay. I like naked women.
She got a little bit of booty, but she can make it move. I'm a broke nigga, head ass, April fools. With all these girls standing around me naked shit, I'm thinking about getting naked too.
Whoa.
Don't play with me. If you ugly bitch, please take a seat.
Whoa.
Man, bro, if this your girl, then why the fuck she saying hey to me? Oh, that's cool, but if you disrespect, I'ma smoke your ass like a Vegas sweep. My dick big and that's
Whoa.
I don't know if this safe to see. She on that pole doing tricks. Making you hoe niggas trick if you broke nigga quick. Her legs was married, but now they divorced up them hoes through the splits. You get that? Say you want this dick? Well, baby girl, I'm about to blitz. You all on the floor, you all on the pole. But girl, can you do that on my... Okay, go on and feel it then. Then go get a friend.
Hey.
That's where I live. I just put a pole up in the den. When I put this in your... I say excuse you, cause I know it might fall. Now throw that ass in a circle, like a pie chart. Girl, stop what you doing and...
Hey.
Okay. Let go. Throw that ass in a circle, round and round like a merry-go-round. Throw it back, I might hurt you. Toot it up, girl, there you go. The way she shaking that ass, got me hard like a shell on the turtle. Hard like a shell on the turtle. Now make that booty jump like a hurdle.
Me too. Hey. 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 Throw it. Throw it. Throw it.
She throw that ass in a circle. That stripper kick make me tickle. I ain't gon' lie, just hit her lick. I'm with my niggas and she with the shits. I like them pretty, I like them thick. Independent, on the shit. Keep it real, she on the pill. She on that kill, she on my dick. She lick her lips and do ass tricks.
Do ass tricks.
Ass tricks.
Hey.
With ass tits, make the dick disappear like magic.
Make the dick disappear like magic.
Let me get a strip tease.
Let me get a strip tease.
Bring buku bottles to the zip, please.
Come on. Hit it from the back. Throw that ass in a circle. Throw that ass in a circle. Throw that ass. Throw that ass. Throw that ass in a circle. Hey. Is this a stripper song? That's what it sounds like. They talking to strippers. Hey. This is what they say be on the radio. All right, this ain't the explicit version. It gets worse than this.
I'ma take her back to school. Now she bad, she breaking all the rules. Yeah, she started real fast, I'm a dick. Yeah, but then I made her cruise, and then I made her snooze. Baby got something to prove. That ass is so smooth. Girl, you ain't got nothing to lose.
I'm gonna be playing this. Hey. That song is lit, y'all. That song was lit. That song was lit. Child. What you want me to say? I was throwing my ass in a circle in my seat. My grandbaby don't listen to that either. And nor would I allow my children to listen to that. I'm just saying. You know, just cute. I don't if, and let me say this. I don't know if the plan didn't go through. I love you too, baby. I don't know if the plan didn't go through. Because right now, what we doing? We dissecting, throwing that ass in a circle. Actually, I just wanted to hear the song. Because when I was hearing them, when I heard Poozy play it, I was like, wait a minute. Let me listen to this song to make sure. And so I didn't get a chance to listen to it earlier. So I said, I figured I'd listen to it with y'all. And then we can all bounce and throw our ass in a circle together. Right? Because we throwing our ass in circles. And so, yes, Cream, there are songs that are far worse than this. There are songs far worse than this. But let me ask you something, Cream. Do you have restrictions on what you allow your children to listen to? I'm just wondering, like, I wonder how, because I parent very differently. I made my children wear uniforms when they didn't even have to wear uniforms. So I'm a very different type of parent. I wanted to teach them very early in life that you have to be yourself. You have to be like nobody else. And they still were very popular. And I was preparing them. I believe very, very early on that you dress your kids for the jobs you want them to have. So I just always had that mindset, like, I'm dressing them for their future. They hated it. They disliked me a whole lot. And they talk about it now. But I did what I thought was right. So, whatever. But I'm just saying, that was a good song. I'm just saying, that was a good song for me. I'm just saying, let me ask y'all something. My child hears things I can't control at school, i.e. I don't listen to Miley Cyrus and she sings a song. So I didn't ask you what she hears at school. I literally just asked you, do you allow your child to listen to this type of music? And would you? That's what I want to know. And that's what I'm saying. Every parent is different. I don't want no job rating. I don't want none of that when it comes to when it comes to young people, especially not on the internet. That's my take. Okay, so you allow your child to listen to whatever. That's you, and I'm not judging you on it. But the thing about it is, everybody can have a take on that. And the only way that people can have a take on how you raise your children is if you expose your children and how you raise them on the internet and to the internet. Do you understand what I'm saying? So is it the recording or the apropos, I don't know what you're saying, apropos of this little girl, huh? Girls dancing that people are arguing about. I think they arguing about because it's Bella. You want me to be honest? I think they're arguing because it is Bella. I made a very clear point yesterday when Aries came up. When Aries came up and said that HB put her daughter, took a picture off of her page and put her daughter in a casket, nobody was dragging her for a week straight. Nobody was hosting lives for a week straight about what she did. So I think it's selective outrage. That's my opinion. What I've been witnessing is a whole lot of selective outrage. They select who they want to be upset with. And if they don't like the person, then you are the target. you? Can you come up in the box? Because what does a I want to know this. What does accountability look like to y'all? Because what else can she say? It almost feels like no matter what she says, it would never be good enough unless she's on her knees saying, please forgive me. Please, please, please forgive me. I'm such a bad person. I'm everything everybody thought I was. Please forgive me. And then they wouldn't accept it. They would trample on her and they would say, I told you she was like that. Finally, she admits it. I don't think they would forgive her. That's just my call. Because I hear the bill and I just want to know what this looks like.
Hi. I do agree with you, and I love your conversation. I just want to start with that.
Oh, you sound low, honey. Hold on. Am I
Oh,
low?
I sound low? No, no, it might be me. It might be me. It might be me. Hold on one second. Let me see if I can fix that. Do I sound better now?
Yeah, honey. Go ahead.
Okay, I was outside on my porch. I'm so sorry.
Oh, it's all
I,
right. So,
anyway,
so
I just want to start by saying I definitely love an intelligent conversation. I feel like you're not saying I agree or I don't. You're saying let's talk about it from all the aspects. And I definitely agree with that. I love that. I think that one of the psychologies to people, though, there that I have a master's in not clinical psychology at all. So I'm not a clinical psychologist. I want to throw that out there. But I have a master's in pastoral counseling. So I do sit back and I do, understand just a little bit about people. And it just, people in general just want to first hear that you heard them. And I think one of the biggest problems with Bella is she kind of doesn't ever really acknowledge that she heard you. It's really not about agreeing with you. It's just, okay, I heard that you said that, and I feel that you feel that way. That's not my intention. That's not how I felt, but this is what happened. She doesn't really do that. She's kind of more like argumentative and more kind of like, I'm gonna put my word down as opposed to, okay, I don't have to agree to say or to show this might be how it was perceived, or all my ops or my one op who came out and said this is what it was about. Either way, I feel like the psychology of people just truly want to at least feel like they were slightly heard, and she kind of never acknowledges what you say to her. If she doesn't agree, she's gonna deflect it, and or her ops are gonna like block you,
her ops.
meaning like her moderators or whoever is, yeah, on the panel, they're gonna block you or whatever. She's not gonna let you up to talk, or she's gonna cut you short. She's gonna have an attitude. And where in the reverse, to yourself, to nosy, to petty, to diamond, allow the different perspectives to come up and speak, even if you don't agree. And I think that's where people fall out with Bella. They just feel like, well, you never even you don't have to agree to acknowledge what I'm saying, and that's what I'm trying to say.
Um. Well, I try to explain her ops wouldn't be her mods. Ops or opposition. Yeah, I think she just used the wrong word.
I'm sorry, guys. I might use the wrong word. Sometimes I'm not on top with all the lingo. I just mean that those.
You when you come up, thank you.
Yeah, I'm sorry. My apologies. I might use the wrong word, guys. My apologies. I'm not that good with the lingo, but
I know she didn't mean it as an attack.
no.
She's just helping you out. That's
Yeah,
why I
I
said
don't
her
mean.
ops.
Yeah, I'm sorry. My apologies, guys. I'm kind of not good with the lingo, and I don't mean ops. I just mean that the people who, her moderators or control her panel, if you don't agree, where I think it's very enlightening and it helps with the panel and in general, just to allow the different opinion, even if it doesn't agree with you. But I think one of the issues that people have with Bella is simply that she doesn't necessarily ever acknowledge. It doesn't mean that you agree. People often confuse acknowledgement with agreement. You don't have to acknowledge it to agree.
Can you stay on mute? Pig fighting. Um, so I'm gonna disagree with you there, just cute. I've seen her apologize. I've seen her apologize several times. She's just not what I would say um an emotional human being. That's what I would say. I've seen her
Oh
apologize.
wow.
I've seen her in spaces like just so last week on Tea Times Live. She said, I'm gonna take accountability for what I've done in the past, and the only thing I can do now is try to work toward doing better. I think that that's how she speaks. That's how she talks. It has nothing to do with her not being remorseful. And maybe that's what's missing. Maybe it's the fact that okay, you gotta go. You gotta go. I have a very hard time dealing with somebody who doesn't listen. It disturbs me. So when you can control your mic and everything, you can come back up. I think I really believe what people are looking for is remorse. And I had to learn that. People are looking for remorse. Cuz she has apologized. But people want to see her being remorseful. And in a lot of cases, when someone feels like you have overstepped so many times, remorse is an action. Like, what is she doing after she apologized? Because sometimes an apology is just not enough. Ashe, sometimes somebody can say sorry to you, but they done overstepped too many times, done overstepped one of those boundaries that you just like. And so now it's like, no, just fuck your sorry. I need you to show me something. And so what is happening is she doesn't show remorse by actions. And it's hard to show remorse in an environment like this. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's hard to show that you are remorseful on the internet. She can't take everybody out for lunch. You know what I mean? She can't go and show by her day to day and her actions that she's remorseful. Only thing she can do is get up on this internet on Sunday and do accountability court. And what I think people feel is remorse for her in her situation is coming to their courtroom and letting people dog walk her. And that's the only way they will be satisfied. I swear to before. That's my take. Because
Okay, but
I
what
had
about
to
the fact that
literally,
on
I had to
her
literally stop
accountability
people.
court,
Hold on a second. I had to stop people from trying to dog walk her in my space yesterday. So I disagree. I think she does apologize. I think people want her to be remorseful, and they want to be able to tell her everything they think about her, and she sit in that and don't disagree with any of it. And then they'll say, now you've earned our respect again because we were able to punch up on you.
yes,
That's
but
what
I
I
do
see.
agree that we're saying the same thing then, because the psychology of humans is that people just want to feel like you heard them, whether that's through remorse or whether that's through however you express that. I think the beef is it just feels like you're not listening. There's no what we're looking for, and everyone looks for what they just what you're used to seeing. So if remorse looks like tears or remorse looks like this to you, that's what you're looking for. I do agree with you in a sense that maybe she has gotten on different panels and said, I apologize or I'm going to delete it or whatever that may be. But I think that true to the human spirit, we need to feel that that is indeed the truth, or we need to feel that you actually cared about what I'm saying was a violation. Not me personally. I just want to be very clear. I just was saying the public opinion was this is the problem. And with that said, I just feel like she never says, hey, I heard you and I understand.
She
It's
has to
not
be taught that
okay, I agree with that.
because everyone doesn't have the same ability to everyone doesn't effectively communicate, and I had to learn that. I thought I was an amazing communicator until someone said you don't effectively communicate, and I said, well, damn, what does that mean? And then I learned it's exactly what it is. Everybody must feel heard. Everybody must, if you want to get past it, to get some resolution, all parties must feel heard. And you don't have to agree. That's why I keep on telling people when somebody was saying, oh, you doing what about isms? No. I can talk about this experience and also hold space for another experience without distracting or without subtracting from that experience. And so I realize that a lot of people have not learned to effectively communicate. They automatically think because you have your take, it automatically dispels or takes away from their take. And it doesn't. I can listen to you and understand where you're coming from, all while still having my take. And we both can sit in that and hold space for one another. And that's called effective communication. It's like I heard you, understand where you coming from, and I hear that I hurt you and that was not my intention. And so I apologize for hurting you. Can I tell you my take? And then you both hear each other's take.
Yes, yes, 100%, I agree.
And then that's effectively communicating. Now everyone feels heard. Everyone walks away satisfied. Now some people are hella bent on you agreeing with them, and that's the only way they feel good. And that's a whole nother topic. But I'm gonna let I'm just are you ready to talk? I'm just maybe she I'm just there. I'm just there. Are you there? I'm just there. Are you there? Come back when you're ready. She left. That's a whole another topic. Um, I just want to make sure that we don't, and something you said just cute, just resonated with me. People see remorse or see an apology the way they're used to seeing it. And so some people might expect her to be crying. And that's how they can show empathy toward her because they're probably criers. Or in the past, when the people were really remorseful, they would cry. And Bella doesn't seem like the type that just busts out and cries. She's just way too, I think she's way too logical. And so she's just like, I can say sorry and I could do better. Like I said, I had a one-on-one experience with Bella. And at first she was coming off like she was just like, to me. And I had to let her know, like, you're not going to be to me when you've done me dirty. And then we spoke on the phone. And then I got her a take. And you know what I want people to stop doing when they apologize? Because it really does, it really is annoying. When someone comes to you with a concern and then you apologize and you say, but I'm only human. It sort of just wipes that whole apology away. Don't stop saying that. I hear a lot of you say, well, I'm only human. We know that. And I just think at this stage in the game, people are going to take their time. That is Pride Creole. I think people are going to take their time with accepting her apology or whatever. it is that she's doing right now. Cause I'm
Yeah, but you have to realize that one of the issues is that everyone who was involved kind of said, "Yes, I did this." And I think one of the issues is that she's not saying, "Yes, I was this," or "I did this," because everyone, including the feed, is saying, well, the intention was this. And she is the single and only party that's saying, well, the intention was this. And I think that's what make people mad with her. If she just, you know, led with the facts, led with the feed, and da da da, I think people would be on their way now to just forgetting about it because there's always something new on the topic, you know?
nothing new has come up yet.
Very true.
To be honest, this is all
Very
they
true.
have right now.
Very true, very true.
Nothing has come up yet. Give us time. Give it time, and then we'll it'll when people are sick or tired of something else happens, you know, they'll jump on the board of that. Right now, it's brewing that they're trying to, you know. I heard a lot of people were doing recaps on my I'm live. I was being called stupid and everything else, child. And I don't care. I mean, your take on my live is of no interest to me. I said what I said. And you don't have to agree with me. I'm okay with that. I understand that people are not going to always agree with me. So you can't make me feel awful. And I'm not going to go back and start calling you names. I don't have time for that. All I'm going to say is God bless. If you want to be my op, God bless. That's it. And you keep it moving. I'm not doing no 40 days and 40 nights argument with you. Also, we have to also, what I love to see is now everybody is talking about what I was talking about. Y'all see that? I love it. Never defended Bella at first. Never. Who I was defending because they were being called a P3DO was Keys. Because I thought it was unfair to call him that when he has never done anything. There is no proof. And so people were walking around calling him a P3DO. I haven't defended Bella. I defend the truth. And so I want to hear her perspective. I missed her live because she had it on sub only. And if you don't subscribe to her, you weren't able to sit in. So I wasn't able to hear her take on a lot of things. So I was hopeful when she came in my live to hear her take. Unfortunately, she was out to dinner with her husband, and so she couldn't stay on that long. And I hit her up after that, and I said, "Can we talk?" And she never responded. So that's that. I'm not going to. I feel like Bella has a way that she wants things done, and again, it comes off abrasive and it comes off cold. And I wanted to talk to her about that and perhaps give us some advice because I'm a lot older than her. And I think I could have helped her along with that. But what I know also is that people don't learn until they're ready to learn. You feel me? Like it's nothing that I could say to her until she's open for the conversation. And she's not open for the conversation. And I think it's because she already feels like she's under attack. And now I can't access my internet because I wanted to get into this other thing to let y'all listen to it. I don't know what the hell's going on. Why TikTok is. Yeah, I think that she's used to being on the ass end of things, like being on people not supporting her in a way, or she wants support in a certain way. And when she doesn't get it, that could be it. I don't know her well enough to assess and make all of these, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know her well enough to know what's her intentions. And I don't know that we can ever speak to someone's intentions. Like, we don't know what the intention behind something is. And I noticed that on this app in particular, and I suspect people operate like that in real life. Thank you, Cream. Everybody follow Cream. She is definitely out here pushing these products. She's a beautiful, amazing woman. And go out and support a Black woman in her business. I would love for you to do that. She's in the comment section, Cream Queen. What was I saying? Yeah, so I don't know. I think that she's gonna have to learn. And what I was thinking too is that because she approaches these things, these situations the same way over and over, it seems like she's not learning. And so she has to keep on repeating the same cycle. Thank you for the money gun. I do have a goal up there. I think that she has to learn the same lesson over and over. I think if we were smart, we would be looking at Bella and saying to ourselves, what is it in our life that we have been repeating over and over because of how we respond to it? Oh, thank you, Cream. I just feel like we all need to ask ourselves that question. Is it our arrogance? Is it are we full of ourselves? Do we need to learn how to, I ain't never got a galaxy. One of these days I'll get one. Is it something in us that we need to learn also? Oh, thank you. Oh shit, I got a galaxy, y'all, and I missed it. I just seen somebody give me a galaxy. Did somebody just give me a galaxy? I got to. Oh, thank you. Damn. Thank you, Blaze. Thank you for strips. I can't see y'all. I'm sitting back. I'm all the way back. I did speak it into existence. Oh, that just blessed my heart because I did speak it into existence. Look at y'all knowing how I speak. Look at y'all talking about how I talk about manifesting things. I know this Tea Times live, so my live is gonna be a little low, but that's okay. I'm gonna still stick this one out. Thank you for the strips. For the trips, for this trip. What is the name? For this trip. For this trip. Yes, thank you. We are, and so what is it in our lives that we are learning? Because I'm curious. Because Bella keeps on learning this for this trip. You good? Thank you. Insidious Demon. My God. My God. Is that a real name? Hello.
How do you learn without taking responsibility first? I'm just confused. I mean, I'm 45 and I've already been around the block. So I'm just confused. Like, how do you learn if you're not willing to say, you know what, I was a part of this, it was
Thank
foul, it
you.
is what it is, and I'm keeping it moving?
You don't. You don't learn. Insidious Demon. Are you up? You said my bad. Are you up here by mistake? Insidious Demon. Oh, I don't like that name. But Insidious Demon. Insidious Demon, do you know you still or you can't go live? So what you mean you can't talk? I can hear you though.
It was an accident.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
She said
The
Insidious Demon of the
TikTok
fold.
playing with me today. You can drop me down.
I can hear you. What you mean you can't go live?
I have no idea. TikTok playing with me today.
What?
But I'm just watching. I'm supporting.
Okay. All right, thank
Thank
you.
you.
Jesus Christ. What made you come up with that name? My God. Oh, Philly. Philly. Yeah, I don't know that she's gonna learn until she actually comes to some terms. I don't know if she understands like what accountability looks like and what remorse looks like, and putting those two together. I don't know if she feels like if you tell her what to do, then if she does do it, then she's folding. I don't know what her mind is saying. That's why I was trying to like have a sit down talk with her so I can understand where she was coming from. But one thing she did say over and over is that she just feels like no matter what she does, no matter what she says, they're going to attack her. So then what's the point? And the point is, and let me say this, Bella, I understand where you're coming from when you say that and why you have that sentiment. But, and at the same time, I want to say that your healing is connected to your ability to take responsibility. And you won't keep on repeating these cycles if you just take onus and just humble yourself a little bit. Because I can understand, you feeling like they're going to attack you regardless. And at the same time, I want to say, even if they do attack you, if you want to move on, spiritually move up to another level, then you're going to have to handle things just a little bit differently. So you have to determine where your ego wants to take you at this point. That's my take on it. I mean, I'm not a close friend of hers. If she was a close friend of mine, I would get with her, but I'm not. And so I can only give her my take from here, and hopefully she listens. She's not in my live, so I don't think she's even listening because it's 5:42. And I seen her in other people's live this morning. And I think that the same grace we give to others, we should give to Bella. And I know some of y'all not going to agree with me, but the same grace that you can give to someone else, you can give to her. I mean, we give a whole lot of grace out on this app. People are going into lives that literally have gangs on the internet that dox you, that bully you across the app. We forgive them. Y'all forgive them.
Okay, but using someone's child as a pawn against them is definitely bullying.
Oh, see? Just cute. I thought we was on the same page. Not once did I say that Bella was not bullying.
Okay, I understand.
I also want to point out that she never did it. And it wouldn't be on this app had Good Old Time not even brought it on the app. Had she not said that they had a whole live chat, that conversation would have been a private conversation and never moved forward. Because let's keep in mind, that conversation happened in April. It is now July. And had Good Old Time not jumped in her feelings and had a mad day, because that's what she called it, we wouldn't even know this chat exists. Is that fair to say, Just Cute? Or is it Bella's fault too?
No, that is 100% fair to say that how it came out came from a total different angle, and if that had not happened, would it have come out? However, if in the event, say it was your boyfriend's chat and amongst him and his homeboys, and they was talking about what they about to do in Brazil, right? And then you caught up with it or whatever the deal. You might have been able to stop it, but you could see he already had the girl, the time, the place, when they were going and everything. Does that make it any less cheating?
Did he cheat?
I mean, you caught it. Are you any less mad?
I would be less mad. You asked me
Okay.
you asked me that.
And that's fair.
Cheating is not the same with planning to cheat. Obviously, planning to cheat is not okay, right? But if someone
Agreed.
actually acted out on cheating, oh yeah, I'm 10 times more mad if you acted out on cheating. I'm
Okay.
sorry. How many of you guys would be more mad if your partner actually cheated on you than if they was actually talking about it amongst their friends? Because I want to know. Because the act is far worse than the thought. And that's my opinion.
Except for the conversation amongst friends was, here's the time, place,
No,
and
I'm
this is
saying no.
what
I
it
want to
is.
hear the perspective. So, are you saying that you would have the same type of anger against your boyfriend if he didn't cheat but just thought about cheating?
No, but I would have the same type of anger against him if his plan and the conversation amongst his homeboys had an exact time, place, and where, when, who, what, where, why. I would, because it's like, see, that's more planned beyond a thought.
Oh wow, we are different. I wouldn't. You because um here's how I think. People have thoughts every single day. Every single day. Every single day you could have a thought. And it could some of these thoughts are not if everyone's thought was put on social media what they thought every second of the day, a lot of us would be canceled. If somebody thought a cruel thing, but it's just a thought and it stays within them, I'm okay with that. But if somebody's thoughts become an action, that's where we have a problem. And when I took those my classes, I understood when you hear people say, I was thinking about committing suicide, right? And they say, well, have you actually made a plan to commit suicide? Or is it just a thought? And have you took certain steps to do this? Thank you, Blaze. Have you taken certain steps? What are the steps? Because people can have all types of thoughts throughout the day. What have they taken action toward doing it? And so the fact that that thing sat in their chat for from May, June till July says that that wasn't coming out.
It doesn't. It says that I had a planned time frame to when it does come out. It says that, as we all know, Bella is extremely intelligent, and so she might have had a plan. But when you look at the feed and when you look at the whole situation, they had to build a page, make that
It takes
page,
5 seconds.
I understand, but you still got to get that page, whatever you need to do so that when you release this, it doesn't look like something that just popped up out of nowhere. Maybe the IP address, whatever it comes into madness over there. I'm just saying that, yes, I 100% agree with you. However, even in the law and in general, when you're planning
You muted yourself, darling.
to it, no, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I did. My phone rang. When your plan has exact detail to it, it goes beyond what is it, intention, and then it becomes what premeditated. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like one of the issues here is that the people who were in on it with her, well, whatever reason young lady had for coming out, in addition to the feed and all these evidence, it just kind of says, well, you had a premeditated intention to do this with that. It's beyond a thought. That's all I'm saying.
Mm-mm.
I do agree with you though. When it's a thought,
Wait,
I
wait,
totally
wait,
agree with
wait.
you.
Because you using words that doesn't exactly fit in this scenario. Because
Go.
premeditated also has to do with an action. If something is premeditated, the pre means thought about and then executed. It was not executed by anyone until the mad day happened. And that had nothing to do with Bella. It was simply because the girl got mad and put it on the internet.
Yes,
That's
but
what
she put
happened.
something on
Now,
the internet.
wait. Don't interrupt me. Don't interrupt me.
Okay, go. I'm sorry. My apologies.
Yeah.
Go.
Because I gotta keep my train of thought. Now, they did say this is how they would do it. Somebody do get a fake page and we're gonna put it out. And they all decided, all of them, because I spoken to all the people that was in that chat. Well, at least three of the people. Two of them I don't speak to. What she was already on here, and they all decided that that wasn't a good idea, and nobody was going to put that out. So there's no premeditation. It's not the language you're using is not correct. It was a thought. And that thought came out and immediately was dispelled. People said no, and they never thought about it again. It just existed until that girl got mad and she put it out. That has nothing to do with Bella. That has nothing to do with Morgan. That has nothing to do with Keys. These are the people on the chat.
And
Good
I
old
do it.
Time. Good old Time is the one who put it on the internet
Yes, I do agree with that.
because she was
And I
upset. That
and I
has nothing to
understand
do
what
with
you're
those people.
saying. But if you and I, me, you, I, and a bunch of girlfriends are in on this group chat about this girl who took my man and she did this and she did that and I'm gonna whoop this bitch ass. Blah, blah. Okay, and then she pops up dead or unalived. I'm sorry, unalived. Then the police will still say that was not a thought. That was premeditated. All of you were in on it
Even if
together.
say it was premeditated, unless you are found guilty of taking an action, they
Right.
wouldn't say it was
And
premeditated.
so, with the young lady who came out, she's saying the action here was that we were all supposed to come out on this Sunday, right? And then the whole point was to prove that, Barb, who is a great mom, is not a great mom, right? That's the whole point. Just because her daughter is doing her dance routine or dancing to a popular song or whatever it may be, it doesn't matter. That's what the whole point, right? That's what they're saying. They're saying that it's not the. All I'm trying to say is, at the end of the day, that whole plan would have gone through if this one person out of, let's say, four, five, three, two, or one did not come out and say, oh my God, I came off a vacation. This is not right. I'm going to say something to everyone before it happens.
Nope,
But
that's
the
not true.
intention on it,
That's not
was,
true. Just cute. That is not true. That plan before she even got off vacation, that plan was already duped. It was already ended because Morgan and Keys and everybody else said they're not doing it. When it came out and they had all this plan, Morgan was supposed to be the one who was supposed to do the actual fake page. I've talked to Morgan. Morgan had an interview with me. Morgan was supposed to be the one, and she said, hell no, I'm not making no fake page. So even before she said that good old time, it was already, the deal was sealed. It was not happening. It wasn't good old Tom who made this executive decision not to do it. A couple of people said, I'm not doing this shit. And it didn't get done. And it didn't have a date as far as July or September or October. I want you to stop. Like, I'm gonna have to constantly interrupt you when you give out misinformation because we've already cleared this up. And so to keep saying the same old thing, it's not okay. Because now we're just lying at this point. We're being
no.
obtuse.
No, because I'm not speaking in reference to, I have no judgment on what it is that Bella did or didn't do. I have no judgment on what it is that this one or didn't do. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is at the end of the day, people look for accountability, okay? To the irony of her accountability court. Every single person in that feed, whether it was the person who blew the whistle or the person who was in the feed or the person who supposedly took the tape or did not, everyone found some sort of way to say, this happened, you're right, it was wrong, da 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 da, or it wasn't my intention, but I take accountability for being just part of it. But Bella. And I think human psychology needs to understand that whether you agree that you were wrong or not is really not it. It's the idea that at least you heard me. And she's the only one out of everyone in the feed who did not make people feel that they were heard about the fact that whether you meant it to go left or right, whether you meant it to go up or down, it still came out this way, it still looks this way, and it still hurt a person in the world, and it still involves a child.
Yeah, that's not what we were talking about just now, though. We weren't talking about that again. We talked about that on the first part of my show.
Yes, and we're talking about
what
the
we were just
intention
talking about.
behind it.
Hold on. What we were just talking about is premeditation.
Yes.
And premeditation, this wouldn't hold up as premeditation if nothing happened. And nothing happened because they decided against it way before Good Old Time brought it out. Good Old Time brought it out, and now the damn tape is on Instagram. And nobody's talking about that. And I think it's always interesting when people say, oh, you shouldn't have never talked about the child. You shouldn't have had it in a group chat, but show us the video. And now this is the sick part of this. They asked to see the video, and now that video has been shared on Instagram and on YouTube of the child dancing. See how that works? So who's responsible for that? I just want to hear your take. Now that the video's all out and probably in the dark web, who's responsible for that?
So, my honest take about that is this. Much to the way celebrities, presidents, and all those in power get into mess, sometimes it's better to get ahead of it. So, yes, now is it everywhere? True. But unless you or I, which we can't, can sit back and literally say this video wasn't linked from all of this side here, then the truth is we don't know how it got there. So we can't say, oh, well, the fact that it is there is to prove the lack of intention for this group of people who circulated it to begin with. The question is, would it have circulated anywhere near the internet if it wasn't part slightly of any type of conversation to be used in a malice way?
That's a good question. But Hope Poozy said that she had the video all before it even came out. Somebody had already sent it to her.
Did she drop it?
She was in a live today playing it, if I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna ask Poozy to come over here. They think that group is the only one that recorded that video is wow. To think that video, yes, because Poozy says somebody had already recorded that. She said that today.
Maybe. However.
No, she didn't. No, maybe. She
Okay.
said today.
Someone else recorded it.
She said someone else had recorded it and sent it to her and was talking about her DeBarb's parenting skills and how DeBarb was talking about somebody and somebody sent it to her. Nonetheless, my question is this: who now is responsible for putting that video out? Is it the people who created the chat, or is it the people who was demanding that video? Because one of them shared that video. The people who created the chat already didn't share the video. They decided against it. They held that though for 1, 2, 3 months.
But we don't know that for sure.
Decided that they was. I'm going to ask you again, just cute, not to interrupt me.
I'm sorry.
No, I don't need you to be sorry. I need you to actually do what I'm asking you not to do.
Go.
Which is not interrupt me. So, what I'm saying is this. Some of those people wanted that video for their own malicious reasons. And now the video's out. Several people have access to that video and they have shared it all over the dark web. I can guarantee you that. And that's why I said, why is anyone asking to have access to the video. And all you content creators that wanted access to that video, y'all responsible for the video being put out on the web. Because I certainly didn't ask for access to that video, nor do I ever want to see the video. Somebody tried to send it to me yesterday, and I said, does it have the little girl dancing on it? Yes, it does. Well, I don't want to see it. I want no parts of that. It was all to me a money grab, an opportunity for people to make money and put that girl on the dark web, because some of your followers are sick people. And that's why we as parents need to not have our children on the internet throwing their ass in a circle. And I'm going to say that since nobody else really wants to say it. I seen people saying it today, but you can't, you should know at this point, never, nobody moving forward should be having their kids on the internet dancing in that type of way. Period. That is my point. That may not be your point, but that is my point. Because what has happened with all these good people trying to get to the truth is now the child is on the internet. So all you good old time people that was over here trying to fight on behalf of the bar, one of y'all put that video on the internet, and y'all disgusting for doing that. And I believe that was the intention the whole time. I think that was the intention the whole time. Now, what are you saying, Just Cute? Because you can't help yourself but to keep speaking. So go ahead.
I'm gonna keep talking without talking to like directly. What I'm saying is, I
But
totally
you
agree.
can't listen and talk at the same time. But go
But
ahead.
I can. What I'm saying is,
That's why you keep on going on to the other side, because you're not really listening.
what's going on to the other side?
You're not even staying within the parameters of our conversation, and everybody's
But I
saying that because you
am.
keep
I'm
on going
agreeing
to
with
left and
you.
right because you're not actually listening to my point.
But I
But go ahead.
am. I'm
You
agreeing
aren't.
with you. I am.
You're
That's what you
not with
don't
me.
realize. I really am. I agree with you in the sense that there had to be a deeper intention here. I'm agreeing with you in the sense that this is larger than this having to do with someone's, like Bella and a group Passover and all this and all that. I'm agreeing with you saying that there has to be a larger intention here, no matter which way that came from, whether it's the Barb side or whether that's Bella's side. It's bigger because look where it ended up. It would have never got that big. I'm agreeing with you on reference to all of that. I just was saying that the intention, who really is to blame, where it came from, and all of that, while we none of that, like, 100% we can prove how we got on the dark web unless we're running back IP addresses and all those things. That particular fact, we can't make a fact. I totally agree with you though. It had to be something bigger than like this little bit of back and forth about the Bellas and this and that. Totally. I agree with you. That's what I was trying to tell you. I am listening. I do agree with that. It does have a bigger intention to it. I just don't think that we can necessarily sit back and say, hey, this camp of people did not leak it. This camp of people did not leak it either. I was suggesting that maybe all of us have like a very big focus on what happened to this video after, as opposed to who taped, like the initial taping of the video. That first phone. Who was that? The first one, the person who literally could see this party happening in their hand. Who was that?
I don't know. I don't know who recorded it. It's been said that Bella recorded it. It's been said that Frankie recorded it. Right now it's still up in limbo. Some people still saying it was Bella. Bella said it wasn't Bella. Some people saying it was Frankie. Some people saying it wasn't Frankie. So I really don't know who the hell recorded it. And we've already talked to you. You can't coming in on the third day or the fourth day of me talking about this. I've already discussed the actual recording of the video. Now I'm diving deeper into the nuance of this topic, which is now the video's out and who is responsible for that video out. And also, this is the other thing. Now we're finding out that the video that is being shared is not the original video that was in the live chat. I mean, not in the live chat, that was on the chat, that was in the chat. So the video that is actually being shared around isn't even the video from the chat.
I totally understand what you're saying. All I'm saying is, black and white or black and white, 2 + 2 make 4, right? Okay. This video itself, as you just said, to your point and agreeing with you, I am just taking it one level before you and saying, you're right. This video, where did it come from? All together, from the first beginning. Bella said she took a recording of a recording. He said it was a recording of a recording. Everyone said it's a recording of a recording. Great. So who was at the barbecue that took that video? Who was at the barbecue? Who was literally standing there in front of this young lady?
I don't know. All I know is now the video's on the internet, and it wasn't put by the people who initially was planning to put it up there, is what I'm saying.
And I totally agree with you. I'm just saying, while we want to
They didn't put it up. That's my point.
I agree.
They had it in the chat. Now it's not in the chat any longer, and now it's on the internet.
I agree.
Now it's a second video that it wasn't even from that chat that's going around on the internet. So somebody else already had this plan in mind. Somebody else thought this was highly inappropriate for this child to be dancing the way she was dancing to that song. Somebody else already had that same plan. Somebody else already had the same plan, because the same video from their chat is not being circulated. That's not the only one circulating anyway. So we're going to have to call a spade a spade. There was always there was somebody looking at this shit and saying this is not okay. And that wasn't the only group of people saying this is not okay. At this point, people that is sharing it should be held accountable. I agree, Diamond, and that has been my point. If you're sharing a video, you are disgraceful.
I totally agree with you. And that's what I was trying to say. Like, while we are blaming, Bella's camp and or Kel's camp and everyone in between, I understand that. Don't get me wrong. But what about not you and I? Don't get me wrong. Let's be clear. It's the internet. While it is out there that the blame is on this one, that one, and then now it's on the dark web and who did that? All I'm saying is videos don't just pop out of nowhere. So the original phone that was at this barbecue that felt like it was tea or just da-da-da, whatever, who is that? That's really where the drama lies, right there.
I don't know who it is. I know they put it up there. I know it's on the internet now. I know good old Tom is the first person that spoke about it. I do know that. I do know that RaeTheFixer has never seen that video. Nor do I want to. That's what I know. I know that RaeTheFixer ain't got it in her phone. And I ain't sharing it to nobody. Because you know what? It's exploitation of that child. And people exploited that child for likes, clicks, and views. And they got their payday. And I don't know. Because everybody does things for a money grab up on here. Most, not everybody, but most do these lives for a money grab. I sat back and I watched the whole thing for days. And I didn't say a word until I was ready to. That's how I do it. because I wanted to get a fair take on it. Like, what the hell is going on? They got their likes, clicks, and their views. What I do appreciate is now that there's a turnaround. And so people are starting to say, we calling cap on your accountability, folks. You only require accountability from people who you don't like. Otherwise, y'all say, oh, that was messed up, and then y'all forgive them without them even saying sorry. I've seen it happen too many times. Somebody said that Nietzsche had his daughter up there just the other day. Right after this. I don't see 7 days worth of videos on her. I'm just calling. I'm not saying it should be done. But I'm just saying, if you're going to hold one group accountable, then you have to hold all groups accountable. And that's what's the problem is everybody is so damn self-righteous. I'm not on nobody's side. Y'all all so self-righteous. But it all depends on who you like, on whether you're going to really call them out in a big way. And since you don't like Bella, Bella has been the target for months now. For months. I know what it is for somebody to make up some shit. Because people will put a lie and the truth together. And I see that a lot on this internet. They'll say she did this and then add on a lie to it. Somebody's doing that right now to me. It's a whole lot of lies going on of what Bella did and what Bella didn't do. Somebody just recently, I haven't seen Chasing Pillows. I would like to talk to her. Anybody know where Chasing Pillows is? She ain't been on the app. This Bella situation exposed a lot of people. It sure did for me, Junebug. It sure did, and I'm gonna call a spade a spade. This is a lot of people are operating with the idea that with the selective outrage for some. A lot of them don't like Bella, and they have their reasons, and that's fair. Some of them don't like her. I want to know why. What I'm questioning Bella is why do you keep on wanting to take people's platforms? She was in T-Live earlier. Oh, she did make it into someone's live. It'd be the same people. It'd be the same people talking about keeping kids off of here, but turn around and put someone else. That part, they full of shit. That's why I don't. It's all good. It's all good. Hey, Bella. Ciao. Bella, you want to come in? I heard you was in T's live. You want to come in real quick? Because I do have a question. I want to understand something, because people keep saying that you don't have accountability, and I don't agree with them. I don't agree with that. Here come 1,000 people.
What's up, Ray?
Hey, Bella, how you doing, sweetheart?
Girl, just pulled up in my driveway, get ready to go in. How's your day been?
My day's been good, girl. Now you know 1,000 people gonna come in here because you in here, girl. But
Yeah, I
why
guess
they
I gotta
not
make
in
it quick.
Why they not in here, Bella?
Mm-hmm.
Because this is what, and so let me apologize first, because after I got off my live yesterday, Source spoke to me, and I didn't realize that while I was letting you in my box and letting other people in the box that you have conflict with, that might feel like you're being antagonized or create some sort of anxiety. If I did that to you or for you, I apologize about that, because that wasn't my intention. I just wanted you to have your time, because I felt like even though you had that live, that there's a lot of missing pieces because some of us couldn't subscribe. I didn't subscribe, so I wasn't able to sit. I couldn't even find the
Nah, it's okay. So I'm gonna just make it brief and quick. In 9 hours, nobody heard nothing that I said, and that should tell you everything you need to know.
That's so
I
let's talk
literally,
about that.
so I
Are you
literally asked
are you
everyone.
sorry or do you feel some type of way about even being part of
when
that shit?
when when I look at the impact over this shit, I am very remorseful because I would have never thought that this would have came of it. And it's sad to know that I'm like, damn, like I can't even have a private conversation without it being repeated back because now innocent people got hurt from it. So
Mm.
you fucking right. I'm not a robot. Of course I feel remorseful for everything that's happening, but to just blatantly put the blame on me for thinking that I could trust the people I was talking to privately, knowing that I never put the video out, knowingly that I literally did not go out and save the video, all the stuff that they was putting on me. I'm like, the conversation was forgot about. The video wasn't thought about. I just got this phone. So had that conversation not even came to the forefront, it would have never been back in my phone. Nobody's clocking facts and truths. And I'm just over explaining and talking because it's not getting nowhere. It's just for a moment. Because when the smoke clear and this conversation is through and through, and oh, well, okay, well, this day I'm going to release what Bella said 2 months ago. And this day, you know what? I feel like being spicy. I'm going to release this. It's still all old bullshit that's going to get people rage baiting and the uproar. And I see what's happening. So I'm like, let me just do myself and everyone else a favor. I'm the problem. And y'all are saying that I'm the problem. Let me remove myself. I'm going to remove myself, do my show, and not center it around y'all. Congratulations. Everybody should be happy. Everybody should be good now. Because if I'm the problem, I wouldn't want me around y'all. I would exactly what they said. Yeah, we don't want Bella around us. I'm lying. That's how I'm looking at this. I don't believe that anything that happened was not meant in God's plan. So if this was God's way of removing me from the messy TikTok side, then okay, God, I thank you. But it definitely had to show me a lot of shit, and it's just like going forward, removing myself away from messy TikTok, I'll now be able to say, you know what, no, I'm not going to be having conversation on the back end. I'm not going to be talking about this. My number will be getting changed. It's a lot of positive things that come from this. So for me, it's like for everybody else, it's like it seems like, oh, you let them do this to you. Like, you know what? No, I let God make the final decision. And God said, enough is enough. It's time to go. It's time to move on. And that when I do my show, people feeling some type of way because something was said in court that they didn't like and not being blamed. It feels good to step away from it and be free. So anything that goes on going forward, it will either be old shit from old things that was talked about, or it's going to be people going back and forth with each other, and I won't have no parts in it because I will not be associated to them. And I'm looking forward to that. It don't
So
feel good to constantly hear my name brought up in shit in times where it had nothing to do with me, in times where I can't even admit, you know what, yeah, I was involved in that. But then when it's just flat out, no, everything that has happened on Messy TikTok is all my fault, you know what? I'll eat that. Everything is my fault. Y'all right, I'm wrong.
no, but
I'm
Bella,
out.
can I interject for real quick? Bella, this is one question that I have. I have three questions. Can I get three questions?
Okay.
Three. My one question: did you say that you recorded? That you recorded it? Because that's what they keep saying, and I want to clear that up.
When I found out what they were talking about, yes, I said I did record it. I didn't know
Okay.
what they were talking about initially. So when I
Okay. So
found out what it was, I said yes. So yes.
okay. So did you record it?
Yes.
Okay. So Bella recorded it. She's saying it in raised things. She recorded it. Second question, Bella, and a lot of your, and just help me understand. And this is Ray talking to you.
Okay.
a lot of the times, because we've had a conversation and I really got to understand where you come from, and that I think we spoke for at least 2 hours, right?
Yes, we did.
I got a feel for you, and it left me having a clearer understanding. And I think if people actually talk one on one with you, they would get a better understanding of how you operate and what you think, right? Um, why is it what is this common theme of you want to take other people's platform? Why is that constantly being said in the lives? What is this thing? It's all over the internet. If they want to take yours, you want to take theirs. Why can't y'all
So
coexist on
so
on
the reason why that's
the
the
app
reason why
together?
that keeps being said is because I said that about a platform last year, based on how I was handled, how I was treated. That was my verbal response. I just literally did not proceed through with the actions. So although people feel otherwise, it's like at the end of the day, no, I'm live on Sunday. I didn't go live throughout the week. I didn't do all this. Nothing came from it. And I gotta blame myself because a lot of things that I said while I was upset literally came back to the forefront. Like, well, no, you said it, so you clearly must have acted on it, or you clearly must have did these things. So again, I gotta eat that. I gotta
Okay.
take
So
accountability for all of that.
right. So
As of right now,
are you
no, I'm sorry.
sorry? So this combined with that question. So because I want to clear this up for
I
you.
see your yeah, I do see your numbers rising, so I'm literally just I'm trying not to be rude and just leave. But
Yeah.
yeah.
So real quick then, are you apologetic about the things that you've said in this current chat, and in the chats that you have participated in the past?
And the harsh reality is it's like I'm not apologetic to the things that I said in privacy. I'm not about to sit here and be fake and say that I am. And I guess
Mm.
that's where people having a hard pill to swallow with that. So y'all say I'm fake, I'm this, I'm that, but I'm literally telling y'all that if I talked about it privately and those were my feelings privately, I'm not going to say I'm apologetic for it because then I'll be lying. No, that's how I felt back then. That's what I had to say back then. That's what it was. So if you feel some type now, if you took it some type of way, you felt hurt from it, I can apologize for that. But anything else, no.
So
Because if I
you're sorry for your intentions was just to be able to get it out and express what you felt in private, and
correct.
but because we know intention. Oh, we know that if we do something, what our intentions don't always play out. So you probably was having a discussion, and that's how you felt in the moment. Like, I'm gonna take this bitch platform down. I'm sick of this shit. Thank you, because I couldn't get the word. It's impact over intention. So we know that the impact is what we have to address. So we're addressing the impact, and you're saying you are apologetic that it came out and people were hurt, but you're not
Yeah, the
sorry for
impact
saying.
yeah, the impact I'm apologetic for. Because the sad part is like damn, if I would have knew that even in the private moment that it was still came to this, I'd have just kept my feelings to my fucking self. A lot of shit that I said would have just been kept to myself if I would have known that this is what the future was going to bring from it. So that's why I say, like, all in all, everything that's going to continue through with Messy TikTok, I'm like, it's just best that I let them have it because nothing good is going to come from it pertaining to me. When it's all said and done, too much damage is done, and it's just time for me to say, you know what, accept it for what it is. There's not any apologies that's going to right any wrongs. It's time to accept it for what it is and then move on. I can't change nothing that has happened, nothing that's about to happen. Because again, I had conversations with people that I thought I could trust, that I thought I could confide in. So it's going to be more things happening where a week from now, oh, so Bella said this with this person and Bella said that with that. It's going to be a repetitive thing because to the public, it's new information. To me, it's just me constantly addressing my
Okay.
past and I'm just over that.
And so let me, while you're in here, I want to point this out. If someone decides to expose a chat and you have been talking to who you believe is your friend about how you felt about this person, and they decide to expose that. Can we be like, because I feel some type of way about that too. Like if I'm sitting here talking to a friend about how I feel about a person and they decide to expose my chat, then I'm like, fuck you then. Why should I apologize when I never meant for this to come out in the first place? I would be in that same mindset too. Like I was talking to
And
my
that's why I
friend.
said, like, for a minute, and that's how I felt, right? Like, but then I'm just like, bottom line, the impact is now all these people is judging her, and now all these people are talking about her. Bottom line, she can feel how she feel about me, but I can guarantee you that 4 people discussing it compared to 4,000 is really a difference.
I
I'm
said that too,
quite
Bella.
sure if she looked back on all this shit, because she's too angry to see it right now. But if she really looked back on all this and be like, you know what, 4 people talking about this and they let that shit go. Again, new phone, didn't even have it at the time. She would have been okay with that, not knowing it's out of sight, out of mind, compared to, oh, I'm going to make an example out of you. I'm going to do this and do that. And now it's like, okay, you wanted to hurt me and the people that you felt hurt you, that you also hurt other people. And like nobody's looking at the bigger picture here. Too many
No,
people
Bella, I'm
is
looking at
getting.
the bigger picture. I don't you if you listen to my lives, I'll be looking at the bigger picture, baby. I'll be calling it out. These
So you see it, but a lot of other people not going to see it right now. Just gonna be like, no, Bella, you wrong. It's F you, and we don't give a fuck about nothing you got to say. But I'm like, nah, y'all don't get what's about to happen. Too many people are getting hurt, and more people are about to get hurt, and y'all still not listening. All because someone feel like they have something to prove. All because they gotta get the last gotcha. Is it really worth what's about to happen? This domino effect that's about to happen, it's not going to end well for nobody. And I hate to say this. That's I'm like, you know what? You can hate me. You can feel how you want to feel about me. But my platform, the direction I'm going, it's going to thrive. It's going to do well. And meanwhile, y'all are about to hurt each other, and you're going to remember this conversation, right? They're going to remember these exact words. I'm stepping away and moving on, and watch the trickle effect from this shit. And the bottom line is, whether they want to admit to it or not, it wasn't my doing. I never once came forward and did none of this shit that's going on right now. I didn't have Mad Day. I didn't do it. Was none of that. So if that can't be acknowledged, I don't know what to tell. But I'm
no,
just done
Bella. I've
overly
been talking
explaining. I don't
about
want to
that.
find myself in world tours.
I've been talking about that in detail because you didn't put it on the internet. Somebody else did. And I've also said that, and I heard you say this in someone else's live, that the video that is also being shared all around the place now is not even a video that you recorded. Correct? Didn't you say that? So
That
somebody
is
else had
correct.
another video. Huh?
Yeah, I mean, honestly speaking, I think a lot of key points was missed today. I think a lot of points that was missed was, the first thing that was said was that, I inappropriately talked about the child in a sexual manner.
You
But then it
wasn't.
was said today by that same person that I actually didn't do it. No one caught that. Then we find out that Asia did everything that I did in the chat, and then took it a step further. Cause so let me connect the dots real quick.
Wait.
I
Slow down,
see.
Bella, because you giving us
Yeah,
hot
I don't
tea
want to
right
talk
now.
too
Slow
fast.
down, boo.
I don't want to talk. So let me not
Slow
talk too
down,
fast.
honey. Oh,
So real
wait.
quick,
Go ahead.
Asia, we find out that Asia did the video. We found out that Poozy got sent the video. So we find this all out. So just listen. We find all of this out today. Asia kept it in the archives, but she
Mm,
talked about it with her friends. She talked
mm,
about it with her family. Then she turned
mm.
around, took it a step further, and said, "You know what? Let me test the theory." She gets on here. She clears the man that was put a jacket that was put on him. But then not only did she did that, she posted everything that she saw happen in the live. So everything that I was accused of, right? So let's bring it to the forefront. I was accused of put wanting to weaponize the video to hurt this woman, wanting to make a page and all this other things, and none of it happened. Whereas though we're watching in real time, everything I was accused of about to do, it actually happened. And it wasn't even my doing. And nobody's clocking. Like, you got to remove your hate for me and stick to the facts. The facts is, it was just a private conversation. That's it, and that's all. So the fact that, had this woman not attempted to come at Keys and say, yeah, no, he did these things, he did that, it wouldn't have brought a blogger out of basically retirement because she had it in the archives. It pulled her to say, you know what, no, let me see what's getting ready to happen. So she put everything on there. And then she said, now people are threatening her. And now people are putting jackets on her. And that's what's crazy. Because I'm like, okay, well, wait a minute. She ain't have no beef with them. So she didn't do it with ill intent, as y'all said that I tried to do. But the bottom line is, it's still out there. And now people are actively judging this woman and are talking about her. Meanwhile, it never was talked about in court. It never was talked about. It wasn't even indirectly talked about in no shape or form in the public. And like I said, because they don't like me, they can't see the facts. They just hell bent on, well, no, fuck that. You try to sexualize her, and that's just it. It's still F you, F that. This is all your fault. That they were saying that I was the one who sent the video to Asia. Find out that never happened. Like, just multiple lies that were being put on me never happened. And I'm just like, why do y'all keep feeding a narrative when it's being told to y'all over and over that I wasn't doing that? And then secondly, the
That
woman who
part.
claimed that I did, I'm echoing. I'm good.
No, I was saying that part because I seen Drop Queen laying the law down earlier today, and I agree with you, Drop Queen. They picking and choosing. Go ahead,
Yeah,
Bella.
no, just like no, but I just hate that. Like, I'm very remorseful at the fact that it came to this, because it should have never went there. A conversation should have been left there, but not to bring it up with the intent of wanting to hurt somebody else. And that's what I need y'all to understand. Her intent was to hurt Key's character,
Wait,
but
wait,
it
wait.
didn't go
Let
the
me
way that
repeat that, Bella, because I want you to slow it down just for me, because I want people to hear your humanity. Say it again. The intention was not to do what?
it wasn't to hurt anybody. So in this case, when it comes to it, she was focused on her get back with Keys, that it ended up hurting other people. And I have a problem with that, because despite the fact that we had our issues with each other, the fact that her parenting is being put on a microscope and knowing how that shit made me feel, that's why I talk to my friends and not the public. Because I know how it made me feel when I was being scrutinized publicly. That's why I never went nowhere. So to see her going through this, and the sad part in all this shit, bottom line, I leave messy TikTok. None of this goes away for them. Because every time they go into a different comment section somewhere and try to interact with, she's always going to be reminded of how that night went. And that's wrong. I didn't want that. Nobody's seeing the bigger picture. Nobody is seeing the after effect of this shit.
Wait, so
But
Bella,
again,
wait, Bella, 1 second, because I need you to slow it down for all of us who's just catching up with this. Um, so you saying that you decided not to after you might have had this thought, but then you
I
decided you thought
no,
about
no,
it.
hell no. I'm no, because even the woman admitted that I never said I was going to put no video or nothing and make a page. She made that clear first day when she told the story. I had nothing to do with that. So that narrative that's being put out there now and is not being cleared up, that's fucked up, but it's cool. The very first
So
day, that's why
who is the
this is
person
why
who said let's
no,
make a
her
fake
name
page?
is Good Old Time, right? Good Old Time, when she told this story the first day, she said that he had intentions on making a page and posting it so it could talk about her parents and whatever. It was supposed to be Keys say he was going to make the page. But now here we are on Tuesday, everybody saying that I had the intent, and it's not being cleared up. And that's what I'm saying. Like, so many different narratives and stories been twisted. That's why I asked everybody, go back to the lives that had her in the panels, everyone download it, and then listen to what was said and pay attention to what was changed. Pay attention to how the stories changed. It went from him saying he was going to make the page. Now it was me who said I was going to make the page. Nobody's listening. And I'm just, like I said, this is why I said I have to bow out of this shit. Because I'll be damned if I look up a year from now and then Barbie's still being trolled for the type of parent she is and everybody's fucking blaming me. No, I'm going to be going in the wind, doing my own thing while they're still hell bent on, oh, so let me tell y'all what happened back in 2024 when such and such. It's the same shit. We watch the cycles over and over. I'm just removing myself from the matrix. I'm literally removing myself from the cycle. It's over. The domino effect that's coming is going to hit all of them, and it's a shame because it didn't have to come to this. But do not blame this shit on me. That's the sad part. Don't blame
the person that said, "Put this. Let's create the fake page." It wasn't you.
Hell no. Hell no. It wasn't that serious. It was just a conversation. And to make it anything other than that, and now we here, like I said, say what y'all want. Y'all could call me a fool, but the bottom line is, I don't want that for Barb. I don't want what's coming her way for her. Because bottom line, because they do it to me. The fact that I did what I did last year, they still mention it when they get a chance. So if she don't think that shit is coming her way, every chance they get, they're going to talk about her parenting. Think again. It doesn't go away. Once they feel like they got a stain on you, it don't go away. And I did not want that. Say what you want, call me a fool, but no, there is some passion in there. There is a heart in there. And I'm a drive, man. I gotta go.
Thank you, Bella. So now we heard it firsthand. There is another video that is circulating. There was another person who created a page and put the video out. This is disgusting. This is really disgusting, y'all. I didn't see no videos, y'all. I'm not looking for them, and please don't send them to me. People been in my inbox. Don't send me shit. RaeTheFixer want nothing to do with that. All I want, and I'm glad that Bella came because I was manifesting this. I'm like, I need to speak to Bella because I wanted to understand her perspective. So all you people that keeps on saying she doesn't take accountability, you seen it in real time. She took accountability in RaeTheFixer's live. She even showed remorse, and she even said she feels bad that it's coming out that the Barb is a bad mother because she knows what it felt like to be called a bad mother. And she didn't want it out. It was something that she was talking about, and it's something that she felt at the time as far as her trying to take over people's platforms, because that is the reigning thing. Everybody's talking about taking people down. That's all y'all say that shit. So that ain't no, I don't know why she's always targeted when she says it, but every one of y'all, most of y'all platforms, the larger ones, y'all always talking about taking somebody's platform down. I just want to put that the fuck out there. Y'all act like y'all innocent, but y'all all say it. But I wanted to hear her take. Yeah, you too late. I wanted to hear her take on why she wanted to take down people's platform. And it's just a thought, and I can understand that. Like if somebody has been cruel to you or have treated you poorly, and you're not able to say it out loud because you will be attacked. That's why I said when y'all have people who are silent, they are more dangerous when they are silent. Y'all better start letting people be able to talk about things and get it off their chest, because then they be plotting your demise in secret. It's but so much people can take. And y'all have been bullies with your platforms. And I'm going to say it. Soon as anybody speaks up against you, y'all all come together like y'all doing to me right now. Y'all watch and see. I'm going to be the talk. As soon as anybody disagrees with you, y'all create lives and have 4, 5, 700 people in there, and y'all attack them for hours on time. And then y'all go to each other's live and y'all continue to attack that one person for days at a time. And people with smaller platforms can't fight you back. So you know what they do? They create group chats, planning your demise. And some people are far sicker than others, because some people will plan to hurt you on a serious note. I keep on hearing y'all asses talking about y'all got to move every other week. Somebody's planning to move. Y'all need to look within and see how many people y'all have hurt and disparaged on this app. And now you've created secret groups that are full of toxicity that want to hurt you. Because they're afraid of you. They're afraid of coming out and saying, yo, I don't like you. I don't like what you did. You disrespected me. So what they do is get in private chats and they talk about it. And they plan your demise. That's why I'm always open. Come sit in my live. Me and you can disagree on so many levels, and I'm not going to hate you, and hopefully we can disagree and move on with our lives. But y'all never want that. Y'all have turned your platforms into bullying objects. And I don't know why you need so many people to come and speak up on your behalf. But it's backfiring on you. It is literally backfiring on you in real time. Y'all have silenced people's voices so much that now they're coming together and wanting to take down your platform. That's why you keep on having to move. That's why you keep on having to move. Because y'all got too big for your bridges. She was venting to a friend. She was venting to a friend in a safe space. And I don't know about y'all, but when I'm talking to my friend, I let it all go. I say whatever it is that I want to say. And I feel safe. So I might talk some shit that I'm not going to execute, but I'll be talking my shit. We all talk our shit. We get the 1 and the 2, as Morgan said. Good old time, you messed up there because you used vulnerability, them people sharing their business and talking to you in a vulnerable space, and you abused it. And you put it on the internet because you was angry with one person. And that's some weak ass shit. You can't be trusted, and that's my opinion. Who is this? User 592 blah 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 blah. You coming with the bullshit, you getting booted. Just know. Hello? Good old time, you violated. That's just me. You violated. You are the cause of all this spiraling out. You are the cause. Shit, I'm sick of y'all with this. Now, you can't keep on pushing the narrative that Bella is not remorseful. Because she done came up here and said, I'm remorseful. I feel sorry for what took place. I didn't want this to pan out this way. She just was in a live just cute telling us that she was venting to a friend. Damn. She trusted those people in her group chat and she exposed her feelings. It was a feeling and she was moving on from it. I asked her, why is it always this narrative of that you want to take people's platforms? It's so weird. Like, I'm mad at you and I want to take people's platforms. She said that's how she felt at the moment. She didn't like how she was being treated. Shit. I say a lot of shit in my private chats. If you can't trust your friends, my Lord. The funny thing is that the comment cousins don't deserve answers. Not your business. Let me tell you something brand new. Nobody could have demanded my chat. I'll be real clear with you. Who the fuck are you? You couldn't demand my chat. And that's how you know your mind is warped. Your mind is warped when somebody on the internet that you don't even know can demand your chat and you put it on the internet. God damn. True, but this situation is what one fake friend, good old Tom, did. Yeah. And now everybody's paying for it. Including the Barb. And all those people that put her child in sharing that shit is disgusting. They gonna flip on each other next. Nosy always talking about who done she next. She's next. Oh, who's done? She's next. Okay. Good old time was trash. I agree, Ray Bay. Good old time, that was trashy for you to do. That was trashy for you to do. That was fucked up. Just cute. I don't know who you are, but you keep on moving the pole and the acceptance, and it's just too much, girl. You are fighting for your life, and this fight ain't even yours. And that's weird to me. I agree. Nobody has room to talk about anybody's parenting. Nobody has any room to talk about anybody's parenting. We all parent differently. But I'm in my live talking about it. I'm not in somebody else's live struggling in the comment section trying to create a narrative that doesn't exist. You done moved this, I done let you sit in here with me and you have moved this goalpost so many times trying to create some narrative, trying to use outrageous, comparing apples to orange. Girl, have a seat. We recognize you just don't like Bella. And no matter what she does, you are one of those people that will never hear her voice. And that's unfortunate to you and for you. That's unfortunate for you. Because I done heard this woman come up here and apologize, hold herself accountable for what she's accountable for, and then show some remorse. If it's not good enough for you, that's on you. Something is wrong. Yes, I'm one of those people that will hear her voice. Of course, I'm one of those people that will hear her voice. I don't invalidate anyone's voice. Do you understand how that works? You were up here talking about everybody should be heard, but I know that you didn't mean it because I can see how your comments are going. So I know you didn't mean that Bella should be heard. You meant everybody else but Bella should be heard. That's what you meant. You just was up here talking that psychological babble. Oh, everybody should be heard, and that's all people want to do. Now that I hold space for Bella to be heard, now I only want to hear her voice. Nah, I heard so many voices besides Bella, and I heard Bella's voice, and she definitely apologized today. She definitely showed some remorse, and that is all people can do, and then they can move forward. But you don't want remorse and you don't want accountability. You want punishment. And that's what a lot of you want. You want people to be punished. And that's some sick shit to me. I can't let you back up in my box. No, thank you. I let you in here for 20 minutes talking and I just don't want to keep talking to you. I'm done talking to you because I realize that you're hella bent on what you believe. And I can't do obtuse or cognitive dissonance. That's annoying to me. I don't do well with people who are choosing to be obtuse. You can't say everybody needs to be heard. Everybody's side needs to be heard. Everybody needs to needs to feel like they're being heard. And then when she gets up in here and says her part to it, you're upset with her still. That's bullshit. It's because you don't like her. So you don't see her humanity. And that's sad. You don't see humanity in her. And that's sad. That's sad, baby. She's a human being. She's a mother. I'm gonna humanize anybody that comes up in my life. She's a mother. She's a human being, baby. She deserves the same grace that everybody else gets. There by the grace of God go I, go you, go everyone. And if you can't give a person grace, don't expect the universe to give you any. I'm not just talking to her. I'm not talking to Just Cute. I'm finished talking to you. I'm Just Cute. I'm saying to everybody, if you can't give grace to another human being when they fall or they are faulty, then don't expect the universe to give you grace. Expect the universe to be as hard on you as you are, as hard as you are on others. You right, I can't handle you, sweetheart. You right, I can't handle someone who is obtuse. I choose not to allow you to disturb my peace in that type of way. You was up in my life for a very long time. And I realize that you just don't want to hear it. If you don't give people grace, the universe won't give you any either. The same way you dogpile on someone else is going to dogpile on you. That's how this works. That's how this works. So I choose to give Bella grace. And I know a lot of you ain't going to like me for that, but a whole lot of you going to love me. Because I'm going to be the safe space when somebody else done turned your name into mush that you're going to be able to come to and say, Ray, can I use your platform to get my voice heard? And I'm going to say yes. Because I know what it feels like to be dogpiled on. It's happening to me right now. The big content creators. Y'all mad. Y'all mad. Calling me stupid. I ain't stupid. I'm very intelligent. I just ask questions I want answers to. I know y'all start creating these narratives and y'all think of things for yourself without asking no questions. No, I want to know. I want to know. So I'm asking. I'm no longer speaking to you, Just Cute. Why don't you exit? Why are you trying to center yourself when it's not about you, sweetheart? Our conversation is over. I don't know why you're still here. I no longer want to speak to you. I've given you a lot of time, and I feel like you are not interested in really understanding anyone else's perspective, and it's weird now. You're trying to center yourself. So, exit. Actually, it is about me. It's my life. Thank you, Independent. I hate to mute people, but it's getting sick at this point. Like, what is going on here? You're being weird. I won't fight in nobody's comment section. That's just weird vibes. And that's how I know that you are an antagonistic personality. You are a monitoring spirit. Because there is no way that I would sit in someone's live and antagonize them. You are one of those people that sit in other people's live and then monitor their actions and judge it and be cruel to them. Get out of here with that. This is not the space. And just to let you know, RaeTheFixer loves to yell. I yell about everything, guys. I raise my voice. I'm a black woman and this is what I do. And can we stop trying to monitor and tone police black women? Don't try to tell me how I should respond. Don't do that. I can raise my voice. I ain't calling you out your name. I know you sit in a lot of spaces where people are calling women bitches and hoes and you don't say nothing about that. But I'm going to clock that. But me talking intellectually and raising my voice is a problem. But when you on those lives and people creating funerals for babies and y'all going to visit them places, y'all ain't talking about that shit. But you want to clock how loud my voice is. Get the fuck out of here. Y'all full of it. And don't try to make me the moral police, baby. I ain't never said I was perfect. I get with you. If you read my profile on my other page, it says FAFO. If you know what that means, you know that I'm not to be played with. I'm going to set it just right. I ain't the morality police. I ain't telling nobody how to hold anybody accountable. So don't come in here saying raise an accountability person. That's not what I do. I just pull out the facts. And then RaeTheFixer decides whether I'm going to give them grace. And 9 times out of 10, unless you done hurt a child, like seriously beat the shit out of a kid, I'm giving you grace. That's because fantasy, they just get to know me, honey. This is how I talk. I'm not going to change for none of y'all. That's the problem. That's why we're in this situation, because everybody wants the approval of the internet. And that's why that video is now floating around all over the fucking internet of a child dancing. Y'all weirdos. That just pisses me off every time I think about it. It's so weird. All the accountability police. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. Oh, I have a live goal up here, y'all. It's somewhere up there. Tap the screen. Y'all accountability police, but only hold certain people accountable. It's very interesting. Y'all want to chop this woman up in pieces because she talked in a private chat. Right? Now the freaking video's everywhere and ain't nobody really talking about that. I love that Drop Queen called out the other shit. But y'all really don't want to have these conversations because it's going to get too intellectual. A lot of y'all going to drop out. Yup, certain people, they fake friends. The clout chasing is real. Exactly. Honestly, I feel like I couldn't take her out every week and had to find something. Huh? Can you say that again for me, Luke? Or Luck? I'm not team nobody. I'm team Rae. And I just come, my name is RaeTheFixer TV for a reason. So I'm not the accountability. I'm not the moral police. I just hear both sides of the story and I try to help everybody get a healing. If you don't agree with them, it's a hate train. Exactly. I'm being targeted right now. Y'all just watch him. Y'all just watch him. I done seen people doing all these lives about me. You just watch how all this stuff gonna come out about me. Because they bullies. They bullies. And I hope that when it comes out, y'all clock that T and call them a bully. Y'all bullies. If you're not saying what they saying or being on their side, they don't like you. They hating followers. Yes, this is gangs. I'm calling it what it is. These ain't just followers. This ain't support. Support doesn't look like you go into people's spaces and places and antagonize them. That's not being supportive. That's called harassment. That's what gangs do. Support is, I have a product. Can you purchase it? I am hosting a live. Can you come in and like and click, share with your friends? Support is, can you send me gifts? Because I'm out here working my ass off. That's what support looks like. Support is not that you go and antagonize other people in their spaces for another content creator. Support is not that you go and dox someone's address. That is not support. That is gang violence. Let's call it what it is. These are gangs up on the internet. Y'all have gangs. That ain't supporters. Ain't no fixers going around, going in people's lives, harassing them. Some people who align with my ideology, they'll sit and they'll tell me what's going on to protect me, but they don't go and harass these people and dox them. I've been doxed. People, Blaze has been doxed because he disagrees. There ain't nobody be talking about that, right? Full of shit. Y'all full of crap. That ain't supporters. That's a gang. These are gangs on the internet. And we got to start calling them that. Y'all gangs. Why the hell do you want to go in people's faces and antagonize them? You're a gang. Harassing them. People are so fearful they don't even want to speak on the internet about you. So they get live chats. And then you think it's only they chat? Please. Y'all gangs. Y'all done put together gangs on the internet and they are harassing people on a daily basis. Threatening people's safety, threatening people's lives, and y'all not really, and then you want to tell people, you're not responsible for what other people do. Oh, yes, you are. I'm going to prove you wrong on that fact. The gangs of TikTok. That's gonna be my live for tomorrow. These are gangs. This is not supporters. The gangs of TikTok. What y'all think about that? What y'all think about that? Think about it. You support me, come and help me hit my live goal. That's what support is. You support me, come and tap my screen. Make sure I get my likes up. Get me on the FYP. You support me, share my live. Go interact with my content. Don't go in other people's spaces and attack them. That's a game. That's harassment. You can be convicted of a crime for that. And what I would like y'all larger content creators to be doing is, if you see your people in someone else's space attacking other people, you need to call them out by name and tell them don't do that, so you can change the culture of your supporters. You just watch how fast all of them gang up on me. I already been seeing it happening. Making up false narratives. Child, I'm going to eat y'all asses up. I'm already seeing it. Someone will have to be convicted on this TikTok for them to stop. Oh, it's coming. It's coming. Some of them not doing content. They doing money grabs and hate trains. Harriet, somebody pin Harriet's comment, please. This was a money grab. And I know one of y'all put that shit out. That girl's on video as a money grab to keep the storyline going. The gangs of TikTok. The gangs of TikTok. Terrible. Y'all don't want to accept her apology because you don't want to see her humanity. And you know what? If y'all put your big girl panties on, because it's mostly women and a couple of men trickling in there, but ain't nobody talking about the men of TikTok harassing women. I'm gonna call y'all out soon enough. What's up, Kay? I'm gonna call you out soon enough. I'm just working on something. The men of TikTok that go around and harass women under the guise of protecting another woman. Get up in that box and call a woman every name but the name of God. Every other name but the child of God. Come on now, y'all ain't gonna talk about that with me. They go out, they go out of town and plan the Bella takedown. But watch how they flip on each other soon. They all gonna flip. Because hate can't live forever. Love shall prevail. I'm not understanding how they ride so hard for somebody that's not in a bloodline and just PEO. I don't know what PEO means. People. Let me say this. I have no problem with riding for someone. But let's not conflate what riding for someone on TikTok is. You ride for someone that is a content creator or a live streamer, all you should be doing is buying their products, liking their live, sharing their content, interacting with the content that they post. That's it. Y'all be wanting to keep it real. Y'all just be liking the Y'all just be liking to be terrorists because a lot of y'all were y'all terrible people in real life. Y'all terrible people in real life. So you get on this internet and you get your rocks off by abusing people. You get your rocks off by abusing people. Y'all sick. And I'm calling it out. I ain't getting quiet. I'm not going to get quiet. And my live is not going to, I'm going to get my live goals up and it's going to be fulfilled because I'm going to speak blessings over people. Y'all said, if y'all this is what I'm challenging. They say that the only way that you can make your live goal is if you are spreading hate and you are being messy. And I'm going to challenge that because I know there's a lot of people that enjoy content that's not full of antagonizing, calling people bitches and hoes, and calling people out their name and antagonizing mother and children. I know there's people out there like me. That stuff gets overwhelming and disturbs your peace. TikTok is all about whose mouth can be the dirtiest. Yes, that's why I like your lives. Well, I got y'all in here. I wanted to share this with y'all. This is a trigger warning. Yes, get out and vote. I wanted to bring some, I just wanted oh, they be lying all the time, y'all. I just feel like one thing I will say out loud is if you block me, I don't think you should be recapping my show. I'm just gonna put that out there. How you even seeing my show if you block me? I'm just saying. How are you seeing my show if you blocked me? That's weird. If you block me, how you see my show? I be just wondering. I don't know. Maybe that's me. If I block a person, I don't cover their any of their stuff. Oh, thank you. I'm trying to get in my messengers, y'all. I'm trying to get in my message. Yeah, it lets me in, but stop doing covering my show if you got me blocked. Hold up now, Rena. Are you a white woman saying that the behavior of blacks on TikTok is embarrassing? Now, Ma, I know you can't be saying that as a white woman. In my space. I didn't see Nosey's live. Why everybody keep saying Rena? I mean, why does everybody keep saying Nosy? Y'all know something I don't know? Oh, Rena, I just never heard a black person say the blacks on TikTok. That seems like some white supremacy. I don't like that you said that. I'm gonna be real honest. I don't know where you come from. I don't know where you were born. I don't know where you are located, but we don't say the blacks. No, ma'am. That seems like some anti-blackness in that sentence. And that's not allowed over here, honey. You can say black people, you can say our people, because that says unity, but don't ever say the blacks, because that's weird. You see how many black people are coming at you in my comment section? Yeah, honey. We this is a woke live. We don't do that. We don't do the blacks here. Angela Rose. Oh, she must have dropped out.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Why now?
No, it's all right. We all learning. But we got to be careful with our language choice. Damn, I hate my that shit's so annoying to me when I'm looking for something and I can't find it. Yeah, does that ever happen to y'all? Oh, I want y'all to listen to this.
Putting his in the mouth of a heavily sedated pregnant woman undergoing a C-section.
Let me give you a description. And this is why I am always an advocate for protecting women and children. What I'm about to play for you is a doctor who put his in the mouth of one of the patients while they were undergoing a C-section. And I want you guys to be aware, because now women aren't safe even while having a C-section and under sedation. So please listen up.
32-year-old Giovanni Bezzera is seen here secretly putting his in the mouth of a heavily sedated pregnant woman undergoing a C-section. Giovanni had just completed his medical training 2 months prior to this procedure and quickly begun to raise concern to hospital staff after they became worried about the amount of medication he was giving his patients, So they set up a secret camera, and what they found on the video footage was horrifying. I can't play the full video for obvious reasons, but the footage shows the patient lying on the hospital bed, unconscious. On the left side of the sheet, the hospital surgical team is performing the cesarean section. Meanwhile, on the right side, Giovanni can be seen unzipping his pants, pulling his penis out, and inserting it into the pregnant woman's mouth. When he's done, he wipes the patient's mouth with a tissue to erase evidence of the crime. And this all took place once the patient's husband left the room with the newborn child. Giovanni was arrested immediately after the footage was discovered. 32-year-old Giovanni Bezzera is seen here.
You can't even have a baby. He inserted his inside the mouth of a woman who was sedated while having a C-section. And there's, you know how they have that sort of that curtain up that separates the surgeons from the anesthesiologist where the mother is. He was on the other side of the curtain where the other folks was cleaning her up because the baby was already removed, so some people left. He was on the other side inserting his in her mouth and ejaculated in her mouth, cleaned it up, and he's done this to other patients prior. So they set up a camera. This is some sick shit. This disturbed my whole day. They set up a camera to see if he's been doing it for real, because they had some suspicion, and then they found out that he actually had been doing it and they caught him. My thing is, if you set up a camera, shouldn't somebody have been monitoring that camera? Why would you let him secrete inside someone else's mouth and then arrest his ass? That's something. You know, this world cruelty is real. And I sent it to people that I know because, you got to know. You got to know. I think that now women should demand that if we're going under anesthesia, that people, our family, somebody, they need to be able to get in that room with us to protect us. Or cameras are rolling at all times. And I wouldn't mind that a camera be rolling while I'm under anesthesia, because this shit is getting insane. Come on, get me up to my live goal, y'all. Oh, excuse me. Now, we got to talk about this get out to vote efforts real quick. Now, y'all heard that I don't know if y'all know that Madam Maxine, she was at the, hold on, let me get it. Why can't I access my own? Madam Maxine was at the Global Black Economics Forum.
Where people are talking about Biden is too old. Hell, I'm older than Biden.
Maxine Waters says she older than Biden. Go ahead, tell them about it, madam. Can y'all hear her? Madam Maxine is older than Biden. So let's not get discouraged by Biden's age. Trump is a liar. He sat for 90 minutes and lied the entire time. And we have to be very careful with saying we're not going to get out there and vote, because your vote is going to save your life. This is a time where voting is necessary. It's always necessary. But in this particular time, we are at a very peculiar space where if we are not voting, our entire lives will change in a way that we could not even imagine. If you haven't gotten a chance to look into Project 2025, please do. They are trying to steal our humanity. Project 2025 is going to remove the Board of Education, overturn civil rights. They don't want us to have a right to what kind of water we drink, what kind of oil we use. They want to take us back to 1818, where women didn't even have a right to vote, didn't even have our own banking accounts. We cannot let that happen. Get out there and get engaged, because your vote counts, and don't let anybody tell you that it doesn't. And I want to let you know that 29 out of 37 authors of Project 2025 were former members of the Trump administration. This is Trump's policy, even though he denies it. This is Trump's policy. And so far, we've watched how Trump has used his authority to abuse the American citizens. You believe that January 6th was the end of it? No, it was the beginning. Because Trump has said out loud that next time there will be bloodshed. There will be bloodshed. He's trying to deny it, but he's lying. Don't let that 90-minute interaction fool you. It is very difficult to combat a liar when they're lying while they're lying with every sentence that comes out of their mouth. We need to be diligent about voting for our humanity. He can deny all he wants. Go on his website and look at the Agenda 47. That's him. Child, go to Agenda 47. That is his agenda. That is his agenda. And you better be aware. This is your moment to fight for the next generation. Some of us won't see the revolution be overturned. But please do not sleep on this election. You better get out, get registered, and vote. Let's listen to Lady Kamala Harrison. Camilla or Kamala, whatever.
Vice President Kamala Harris slammed Donald Trump and talked about how dangerous a second Trump term would be.
It's so low. Can y'all hear her? Kamala?
Sadly, the press has not been covering it as much as they should in proportion to the seriousness of what just happened. When the United States Supreme Court essentially told this individual
Can you hear it now?
convicted of 34 felonies that he will be immune from essentially the activity he has told us he is prepared to engage in if he gets back into the White House. Understand what we all know. In 122 days,
122 days,
we
y'all.
have the power to decide what kind of country we want to live in. Understand what we know. When there has been a full-on intentional attack against hard-fought, hard-won freedoms and rights. When I talk about the family that raised me, yes, they took me in a stroller as they were marching and shouting for justice, knowing that justice will not be achieved unless we are prepared to march and shout and fight for it. And one of the ways we do that is through our vote. Sadly, the press has not been covering it as much as they should in proportion to the...
So essentially, she's talking about, this is so sad. SCOTUS, the Supreme Court, just decided that Trump cannot be convicted for the actions that he's done in the past as the president, and he cannot be convicted for the crimes that he will essentially do in the future if he is reelected as a president of the United States. I want y'all to hear me when I say this. You ever heard of a war crime? You ever heard of crimes? Real? I don't even know how to describe it. Because President Trump wants to be a dictator. And he doesn't like that other people have opinions about him. And so essentially his plan is to convict and prosecute people who speak up against him. He wants this to become a dictatorship. That's why 2025, the Project 2025, and Agenda 47, you need to go read war crimes, treasons. But I wasn't trying to say war crimes because he's not even trying to do only war crimes. He's essentially trying to make us treasonous if we speak up against him. I need y'all to know that your vote counts. Exactly. That's why he likes to sit down with those people who run dictatorships like the North Koreans, because he wants America to be ran just like that. I can talk about, I would love to, engage in a conversation for a third party election opportunities, but this is not the time. This is not the time. This is not the time. We can talk about that after we re-elect Biden. We can talk about a third party, but I want to share with you some of the stuff about Project 2025. Let me make sure.
Project 2025. You may have heard about it in the news, but I want to tell you about the dangerous reality of what it is. Trump's Project 2025 agenda isn't just another policy plan. It is a 900-page blueprint for an authoritarian takeover. But let's talk specifics. This agenda aims to strip away women's reproductive freedoms by implementing a nationwide abortion ban, even in cases of rape or incest. It would also defund Planned Parenthood and other organizations that provide essential health services to millions of women. On the border, Project 2025 includes draconian border policies that are designed to tear families apart. It seeks, for example, to reinstate family separations and implement mass deportations, which would turn our immigration system into an instrument of dismantling our regulations that keep our air and water clean. It proposes the opening of national parks and protected lands to oil drilling and mining, which would of course prioritize corporate profits over our planet's health. This agenda is all part of the broader goal of the GOP to mold the country into their Christo-fascist fever dream. They want to erase the separation between church and state, pushing for mandatory religious education in public schools, allowing businesses to discriminate based on religious beliefs, and implementing laws that undermine LGBT rights. This whole plan is a direct attack on our democracy, aiming to concentrate power in the hands of a few while stripping away the rights and protections of the many. So this November, let's make sure that Project 2025 never becomes a reality. Project 2025. You may have heard about it in the news, but I want to tell you about...
Did y'all hear that? The Project 2025 project, the 2025 project is from the Heritage Foundation that has been around since Reagan and before. They were literally looking for Christian nationalism. Yes, it's been around, and now they have someone who wants to put it in fruition, who actually wants to make it real. I want to talk about the Chevron doctrine when it regards to healthcare. Let's hear the takes of the experts, because they want to do away with experts. They just want the Supreme Court to be able to make rulings for our humanity, and not experts have a say so on what happens in our, for us as human beings. Hold on, my dog is.
Yeah, I don't think people understand how outrageous the overturning of the Chevron doctrine is and how it's going to drastically affect healthcare in this country. Now, the overturning of the Chevron doctrine is going to affect a lot of things, big tech, environmental protection, but as a health economist, my expertise is how this specifically is going to affect healthcare in this country, because I've been getting a lot of comments about how we're returning power to the judiciary, or the people, like the agencies shouldn't have been making laws to begin with. Which, first of all, these agencies aren't writing laws. They're just enacting the laws that Congress passes. Congress for decades has been deferring to their expertise. But in healthcare specifically, the implications for Medicare, for Medicaid, and the Food and Drug Administration are drastic. And this is specifically because industries like insurance, like pharmaceutical companies, can now sue these agencies because they are acting out of their, legal precedent. So, for example, in 2022, the Inflation Reduction Act was passed. It gave the Center for Medicare and Medicaid the chance to negotiate 10 brand name pharmaceutical products that oftentimes are very expensive for Medicare beneficiaries. Now, it didn't say how exactly to negotiate those prices. It deferred that negotiation to the Centers for Medicare and Medicaid. So how they're selecting the drugs, along what metrics, it's deferring to the experts about how to select these drugs to negotiate.
If they get rid of the Chevron difference, they won't be referring to any experts. Do you see what Trump has done? It's his Supreme Court justices that are overturning these laws, essentially. He put those people in office so that they can do exactly what they're doing. We need to vote. It is essential that you vote like your life depends on it, because it does. It does. Simple as that. Hold on a second. Because I don't like when people talk too fast like that. That drives me nuts. Like, she was talking so fast. Let's see what has happened. All right, let me see. She was talking so damn fast that drove me crazy, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, somebody sent me a video. Oh, they just keep talking about me. Let me see. Wait, hold on.
All of this art stuff as a skit for a show. And if you're listening, Ray, hi, shout out to RaeTheFixer.
Bella and tell her on this specific day to go record a child dancing on TikTok. I could have never in my wildest writing dreams, script writing in the world, which again, for the reality show, I didn't write this script, a screenwriter wrote it. But in my wildest imagination, I could have never told Bella to go and screen record a child dancing on TikTok. Okay, that could have never. I did Messy Gazette. I'm going to get to that in a second. So that conspiracy theory needs to be deaded right now. And if you don't believe what I'm saying, then you have to ask Bella. Ask Bella, hey, did Nosy Bystanders tell you back in April, May, or whenever that video was recorded to record this for a sketch for your reality show? I guarantee you, one, she may not answer the phone because her husband has it, and two, if she does answer it, she's gonna whisper it, and three, if she does answer it and she whispers it, she's gonna say no. So to put out those type of crazy, wild conspiracy theories, I'm hoping RaeTheFixer's not doing that in defense of Bella, because what Bella did was abhorrent. There's no excuses for taking an imagery of someone else's child in order
do y'all see this shit?
For your poor behavior. So I'm just saying this right now. That is not true. It has nothing to do. I have no business dealings with Bella, and I would never ask Bella to do something like that. That is something I wouldn't even hurl at my worst enemy. And if it is true that Rae said that, if it is true that RaeTheFixer said that, it's really shameful that that thought would even come to her brain cell to say something like that. I don't know if it's because her and Bella are all from the tri-state area. They're Philly natives, and that's why they think that this is the best way to defend each other, but it's not. It's simply... Now, I know you're not trying to put my fucking address out there, nosy, that I'm a Philly native. Now, you see how tricky that is? I pray to God that's not something that she said, or that's something that she will be hurling out across the internet. Okay, so Rae, if you're listening to this, girl, I love you. I hope you didn't say that. I didn't hear you say that. The comments said you said that. I saw the conspiracy theory put together by Chasing Pillows and that burner pig. And I think Chasing Pillows was honestly like just spitballing. I still have a video that's never responded to it because I didn't think there was any. When I heard Chasing Pillows say it, I didn't think there was any malicious. Stop. As malicious at all whatsoever. I just felt like Chasing Pillows was just, just talking and just discussing. You understand what I mean? Just talking and discussing. They said Rae's in the box. I don't see her in here. Hold on, give me a second, you guys. I don't see her in here. I see Jen, Pillar, Momo, Divine, talks with. I'm not in nobody's box. You see how they lying? Sexy and Beats by Mia. I don't see her in here, but she's in here. She's more welcome to come in here, and she can discuss with me. But I never thought when I saw Chasey, I actually laughed. I kind of giggled. I was like, "Oh, Chasey." So no, I didn't see. I didn't think Chasing Pillows was malicious about it. I think Chasing Pillows was hosting a live and simply spitballing, like, hey, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? Okay, so let's get back to Bella's recording, and thank you again for bringing that. Now, nosy. Now you have to know, because you've spoken to me on the phone for hours. We've spoken. You know damn well that I don't operate with the mindset that I'm going to agree with someone because we live in the same area. And I don't know why you're trying to put out where my location is, nosy, because I don't share my location on the internet. And you know that about me. I tell people I live everywhere and nowhere at the same damn time. So I think that's weird that you want to say that I live in the tri-state area. And you know what? I wouldn't see this live because you're unblocked. Now you see the bullshit I'm talking about? I couldn't come in your space because I'm blocked. So you know I wasn't in your box. You know that you blocked me months ago. So let's not do that's what I'm talking about. It's the fake stuff.
That's fake. You know there's no way that I would be in your box because you blocked me months ago. Because you wanted me to take your picture down off of my background when I was discussing you and T-Time. And because I posted both takes from you and T-Time, I don't think you liked that. And all of a sudden you sent me a message and you basically blocked me after that. Which I have no problem with because I don't, everybody has to do what fits for them. But you know I would never be in your box. Because I can't. I don't have access to you. And you know I would have never seen this had nobody been recording this. Because I'm blocked. And in turn, I blocked you. That's why I don't discuss you. Because if I block you, I don't discuss you. But now you discussing me and you talking about I live in a tri-state area. Why would you do that? That's messy. That's messy, Stephanie. Don't play with me like that, Stephanie. Don't try to make me sound dumb. I don't know if Ray's agreeing with Bella because they all live in a tri-state area or she's from the Why are you even mentioning it? Why was that a relevant point to even mention, Nosy? Should we discuss where you live? Like, why are you putting out anything like that about me? That's weird. And that's what I'm talking about with this false-ass narratives. This fake outrage. This fake civility. You have my phone number. All of them. And I have all yours. So you didn't have to respond to this. You could have easily hit me up and said, hey, Ray. See? Messy. And y'all always saying, oh, they was telling her in the comment section that you didn't say that. I didn't see nobody, not one person say that Ray didn't say that. People talk about Ray, this ain't what you want. You don't know what I want. You don't know me. You can't tell me what I want. You think that because somebody has a larger platform that I should be afraid of them? That's that bullying shit. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. Now, you was messy to put out where I live at or even try to give an inclination of where I live. I tell people I live in all different places. That's fucked up, Stephanie. But you wanted to narrow it down. And you wanted to make me seem like a simpleton. I don't know if she's agreeing with her because they all come from the same area. That's a simpleton-ass response. Like I'm a simpleton. I'm not a simpleton, sweetheart. And do not fuck around with me, Nosy. Because you know where I'm going to take this. I'm going to take this off the internet. Because I'm innocent. And you should have asked me. You could have asked me. You done pissed me off. Like, don't do that. Let me get myself together because now I'm mad. I didn't even see that until just now. I'm in my messages. I don't see anything. Why are you trying to put out my information on the internet, Nosy? Stephanie. This is Ray talking to you. This ain't RaeTheFixer. Because I don't talk about you. And I damn sure wouldn't say that you concocted this. I asked a question. And I said after I asked that question, I don't think Nosy would do something like this. So you want to go here. Can't no salt bath protect you, sweetheart. Because you messing with someone that ain't messing with you. And if you consulted your ancestors, you would have known that this is not the way you wanted this to go. I'm telling you right now. Because you're doing something that I think is cruel and nasty. I don't talk about you. You are not a topic for me. And I should not be a topic for you. I don't know why you dissecting my lives or doing anything with me when you blocked me months ago. And you know that I could not be in your box because I'm blocked. So that was cap. That's what I'm talking about, the performative shit. We don't speak. Not on the app, not off the app. That relationship is severed, and I'm okay with that. I said what I said, and I moved on. But see, now you playing in my face. And I'm not going to handle this shit on the internet. I'm not going back and forth with you. I know that's what y'all like. Y'all want to all get together and try to dogpile on me because y'all bullies. But baby, I'm going to handle you now because you playing with me. You trying to make me seem like a simpleton. I don't know if she's doing it because they both live in the same place. Bitch, let me tell you something. I think before I speak. And I never agreed with Bella. But I can see both sides. That's called critical thinking. I know you know what that means. I don't like the fact that you try to put my location out there. That's messy. You messy. You just like the rest. All right. Say less. See, I don't ever want a problem. But if you say you want a problem, no fucking problem. Now, anybody that was in my live know that I never said that messy, nosy bystander orchestrated anything. That was chasing pillows. And I gave her space to come in the box. She didn't say nosy. She just said somebody planning. Somebody's who was planning to do some type of reality TV show. And I said, well, the only person that we know who's trying to do a reality TV show is nosy bystander. But I can't imagine her doing that. I don't think she would do that. I don't think she would orchestrate something like this, especially involving children. I said that out of my mouth. And I just feel you know what? I can replace it with anger, but I'm going to tell you, I feel hurt. Because I thought we were better than that. And I expected a lot out of you. I really did. I didn't know that you would go this low. That's it. I'm not going to get it. I'm going to calm myself down. And I'm going to say this. That was hurtful. And I would have hoped that all the months that we used to talk on that phone for hours at a time, that you would have at least given me the grace and a courtesy of a fucking phone call or a text. before you try to be slick and put out where I live at. Ray lives in it, I think because they live in a tri-state. Why was that a relevant thing to even say? You couldn't think of any other correlation but the where I live at? You couldn't think of we're both black women? Because if you couldn't think of the fact that me in I'm so upset. I'm trying to regulate right now, y'all. You couldn't think of any other correlations besides where I live at? Do y'all see how I could possibly feel like she's trying to put out my personal business as a shots fired? Or am I bugging? Oh, with some hearsay? You couldn't give me the grace? It never fails, y'all. Why did you have to mention where I'm located? Why was that important? I can't make this shit up. You could have said anything. We have so many things in common. We're Geminis. I'm black. She's black. We actually spoke on the phone. So you could even say, well, maybe they have a close relationship and so she's taken up for her. Because I did express over and over in my live that me and Bella's had private conversations. You could have said a lot of other things besides my location. That's hurtful, Nosy. I'll tell you that. That really stung a little bit. And you know what? I'm not going to do nothing about it. I'm not going to do nothing about it. Because I'm not going to let my emotions get ahead of me. I don't hate you. We just no longer friends or friendly. And I heard a lot of stuff about you in the passing months, and I never participated in any of it. You saying she's not worried about me, but she's doing lives talking about my lives, talking about me, and I don't talk about her. She should have picked up the phone. That's what any real people do when you talk to them. Exactly. You could have called me and said, hey, Ray, I'm hearing that you said. And you'd have asked me and I would have told you the truth. But instead you chose to try to put my location out and try to make me out to be a simpleton. It's other people's business, is it? Oh, it's Nay or Nia. Then why are you in here inserting yourself in my business? Since you feel so strongly about people not inserting themselves in other people's business. You weirdo. That's no good. You're inserting yourself in my business. How about you take your own advice and don't insert yourself in my business, in my live? Host your own live. Can you do that? Let me see. Let me help you. Sure you can. Go host your own live. And let me help you. Let me help you get on your way. Because this is what I do to people. Go ahead. I release you. I don't talk about you. I don't host lives about you. And I certainly wouldn't say that I think you concocted or orchestrated something this horrific. Because I thought I knew you. And from our private conversations, you don't seem like that type of person. But I thought we had a small, minute amount of respect where if something was said and you didn't hear me say it, that you would at least hit me up. But I guess not. See, because I heard you say this. I heard you say this. And you absolutely know that I would have never been able to be in your box because you blocked me and I blocked you. And we went our separate ways. And that's it. That's all. So you know that I could never be in your box. Come on now. We're talking about Stephanie, nosy bystander. That was hurtful. And I'm not going to react. I'm not going to do anything about it. I'm going to let you be great. Got mad for a second, but I'm calm again. I don't mind you giving your take or recap on my lives. Have at it. But don't try to put my address out there. Don't try to put my location out there. Don't try to be slick. Because there was no reason for you to even mention that. Maybe Ray, because she lives in the tri-state area. Why? Why are you mentioning where I live at? You're weird for that. It's fucking crazy that you did that. You're a fool because you think you let these people hype you up. You let these people hype you up and do stuff like that because you feel good about yourself, and that's great. But that's effed up. That's not nice. What you did was wrong. And you have my address. You have my phone number, and I have yours. So you did not.